let's see here. Going live with some Soma. Should be fun. Let's see if I build a horror game. And yes, a long time. I guess I need to actually pull my chat up too. Oops. Yep. For the end. Oops. Get all the details of stuff. Yep. And this phone's gonna go off like crazy, I assume. Yeah, because it's always going to be going offline. That's fine. Alright then, what do we normally do? Advertisement? Do playing live with some Soma and robots handle a horror game. Oh, better. Let's see, where do I normally toss this? Here. Hey there, Nom. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully the day's been going well for you so far, and welcome to the evening. Hopefully you're able to get some food in you. I will admit I was doing some slight achievement hunting in Time Spinner before this, which is why I was a little bit late, but sometimes it's fun to just kind of go back on something and finish it up. We'll delete this later. I'll be ordering food tonight? Okay. That's definitely a good thing. Got anything on the mind that you might want to order? Still got some time? Okay. So you're still very much prepared for it, which is always good. Yeah, got anything on the mind that you'd want to have? Because I know I usually would like to get Chinese food, but it requires me actively calling people. I do try to avoid that in this day and age. Oh, now then, where is Steam? Not sure just yet. Well, like you said, you've got some time at least. So you're gonna get it figured out before too long. And I mean, when in doubt, it's a Saturday night, so you can kind of just do whatever. Now, is that too loud for me? I don't think so, unless the game actively yells at me. Guess we'll have to see. And maybe fried chicken? Fried chicken is always a good option. Oh, right, the Pokemon stuff. Do Pokemon stuff go away, please? Where did that? Honestly, should just put that in there. Hey there, Leah. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully the night is going well for you so far. Here we go. Now then, question of the day. Why is it not showing? Because I set this up before. Where are my activities? It is in there. And Soma's right at the top. Okay. Does it not like what I did then? Game, you're being a little bit finicky here. I'm trying to find loot artists that I can afford and like the style of. That shouldn't be. Okay, it is showing. Weird, I guess it doesn't like me tabbing out. It really does not like me tabbing out, I'll be completely honest here. Even putting on borderless mode hasn't really helped with that. Display. Yeah, like, let me click outside of the window game, I would love that. Well, hopefully you're able to find one at the very least. Are you thinking of doing a Jacko pose, or are you actually thinking of doing something a little bit more extreme? I guess if you're finding a ludicrous, I would assume it's something relatively more extreme anyways, but also I don't think you can actually hear this, can you? Well, alright then. Monsters are dangerous and can kill you. You need to think and sneak to survive, the way the game is designed from the start. Monsters are still creepy but can't kill you. You don't need to worry about stealth as you play. Okay, so you basically you can't die in the normal game. Well, I guess we probably should just do the normal game. Let's see here. I will need to do a slight bit of audio balancing with this one because I have no idea how loud this actually is going to be. Reality is that which, when you stop believing it, doesn't go away. Oh, that's not good.
Are
Just
you
edgy.
okay, Simon?
Oh.
I think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing.
Apparently,
It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
One second. I'll grab subtitles for you guys. Options. Audio? Why is that in audio? Rude. Okay.
It's green.
Just an edgy kind of thing.
I need to tell you
Just realized all the art I have is more flat chested.
Simon,
Need to fix
please
that.
don't make this weird.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad thing.
Why now?
I'd be more tempted to do it
Where's
on
David
Sawyer, to be honest, but
Why is there never enough
hopefully
time?
my one shouldn't be too bad. So
For what?
Christ.
Okay, I think this is loud enough.
Yeah, I'm up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett.
Yeah, that's me.
My name is David Munchie. We spoke earlier.
Oh, it's actually
Brain
louder
scan.
than I
I
am, isn't
remember.
it? Whoops.
Remember?
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you.
So,
It'll help me
test one,
capture a
test
better
two.
image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
Yeah, that should be okay. At the very least, the closed captioning's there, so if people don't know what this game is, like I do, then you can actually read what's going on. And we will be doing this. I'm assuming keyboard and mouse is the intended purpose of a game like this, so we'll just do keyboard and mouse. Let's see, just use WASD, makes sense.
Where did I put the tracer fluid?
Let's see, I guess we're gonna have to do a little bit of investigating. Ranucci, thank you again for participating. Scan performed by our labs. Since our guest is a bit unpredictable, try to schedule a scan session for Saturday. Damn, no spook alerts. Yeah, sorry, I probably should have thought of doing some spook alerts, but actually, no, I need to download sound files for that to actually make spook alerts. I think. No, hold up. I haven't actually touched that in a while. Do. You can just listen to that music for now, because the game does not necessarily like having you alt tab out of it. Sound alerts? You actually raise a point. I probably should be getting jump scared by a portion of this, because I need more reasons for you to give me a heart attack, clearly. Extensions. Should just be an extension, shouldn't it? Yeah, there it is. Now then, where to go? Extension. Alerts. How do I actually go there? There we go. That's better. I haven't actually been to the sound alerts page in quite a long time, so I'm not sure if that actually broke at some point and no one actually mentioned it at all. But let's see here. We can do... No, not that. Ah, that's a delayed one. Okay. That's very delayed. Let's see. Can we do... What would actually be a spook alert? In general, I don't normally do horror stuff, so it's not really something I'm used to. Da, da, da. Yeah, that one would break my ears out if we did that one. A really loud ooh-woo. I'm not really sure if we could get a really loud ooh-woo in here, because I have most of my sounds turned down anyways. That's the entire song. We don't need the ooh-woo song. Also the song. You can have that one, to be honest. What? I probably should make that more of a points thing, but you can have at least one ooh-woo sound. Let's see here. Here? Okay, I keep writing that one's excessively loud. I just turn my one TV's sounds down, but that's all coming out of for now. That might be a little bit better for me focus testing this out. Hey there, Jasper. Welcome, welcome. That does it twice, that's just rude. We're kind of just looking for some spooky effects right now. Just because I figured this is Halloween and Leah does kind of have a point. I probably should at least give you one. So we can do a subtle one, like that, or, oops, right, the 0. And then we can do something like this. Are you lending your robo features to the skeleton army? A little bit, technically. All of these are really bad. Yeah, the groans are pretty bad. I wasn't saying you had to add sound alerts, I was just idly commenting. Yeah, but you are right that I probably should have at least one. Offline Jude does look kind of ghostly. Yeah, admittedly. Considering my eyes are... Oh. Okay, yeah, I can hear that fairly well. Okay, thank you for testing that for me, Jasper. Oh boy, this is gonna get interesting, isn't it? Let's see here. There should be the ooh there as well, that I kind of just set to bits, but I'm not sure. You should be able to access that too. You can at least have that one scare, because I'm really not sure what the hell's gonna happen with this one. So, let's just see what actually happens with the horror game first, since I've played, what was the last horror game I've actually played in my life? Prototype? Yeah, Prototype was probably the last actual horror game I've played. And that should probably give you a realization as to how much I've actually played a fucking horror game. So, this should be fun. For some reason, the sound alerts panel never works for me. Prototype counts as horror? In my definition, yes, because I don't play horror games. But that should also give you a heads up as to how many I actually play. And hey there, Holger. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good evening so far. Go to the hospital, drain the blood, makes sense. And then just Saturdays off. That was, I'm assuming, me.
Forgot to hit send.
Oh.
Does it matter? I already told him about it.
I mean, we probably should send it anyways, but yeah, we'll make sure to send that email.
Better late than never.
Just chilling? Well, that's definitely a good thing for you, at least. We are going to be questionably chilling during this. Let's see, Dr. Harold, 7 to 10. Then we can find a very sad boy on the back. Sure, and I guess we just keep an eye on that.
Come on, radioactive tracer fluid, where are you?
That's, I think, a checkbook. Don't have to worry about that. Just chilling. I'm just building Minecraft stuff. Yeah, Minecraft is always helpful for you, at least. Oh, get well soon. Love, Mom. Alright, thanks, Mom. Do we want to open up the curtains? Probably not yet, but... Oh, that's not too bad, actually.
Hope it's a good one.
That's actually not a bad view. This game is certainly calming. Oh yeah, it won't be for long, don't worry. Looks like this guy actually likes his McDonald's, so I can't really fault him too much, but... Buddy boy, you very much need to clean up a bit more. Do we have a trash can in here that I can throw all this in? Oh, he just doesn't have a... Oh, wait, no, he does. It's full. Dude. Oh. No, that's the radio. Oh. This game is supposed to be fairly quiet. I just forgot that. Thank you. And I guess he doesn't recycle, so I guess we're just tossing everything in the trash. Come on, buddy, you need to clean up more. Well... But radioactive tracer. Oops. Emma. Get in there. Much better. How much do I know about this game? I know it's a horror game. That's about all that I know.
Fast food. Should buy something healthier on my way home.
Wow, he's actually a lot worse off than I am. I at least keep some stuff in here. And then crouch. Okay. Doesn't look like our tracer fluid's in here at the very least. Well, it'll be good to relive the Soma experience. It's such a good game. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing that as we go through it. Oh. Use the mouse while holding doors to pull and push. Makes sense. Oh. I'm assuming that's just a pen. Okay. I assume you want to be more strict with spoilers here? Yeah. Yeah, no spoilers, please. I'm assuming you want to see me have a heart attack, so... We probably should just try and keep spoilers to a minimum. Maybe if I get stuck, I'll ask for maybe a bit of help, but I have a feeling that we probably don't need, like, help, aside from me just being too nervous to continue. Let's see here. What about my desk? Would I keep it in my desk, by chance? Downtown accident kills a young woman. Oh, right, I keep forgetting this guy's Canadian. That's also a good reason to play this. Yesterday, a driver distracted by her children ran a red light, causing her to blindside a car in an intersection on Bloor Street in Spadina. I guess we are in Toronto, so it makes sense. I swear to God, if arguments come up with the coin flip start, I'm out, though. All good there, Lay. Just let me know if we actually hit that point, because I'm not 100% certain what you mean just yet. Other party was less likely. Let's see. Weird. Is that just about us? Oh. And we just got something in a new game. That's actually good of them to actually do the rest of it. Well, that's why I phrased it like that. Well, I guess we'll see when we get to there. Let's see, what are you? You're just a pencil case. Gotcha. Don't need to worry about that. And then... That is like... What are these normally? That energy powder that bodybuilders use? We don't need that. What's this? Massive recoil. John Hughes, a corrupt cop working in Hong Kong. Lens? Camera lens? Way. Yeah, the way. Sorry. The way is what I was looking for. Alright, just a movie that he was watching. Now then, he does raise a point. Where the hell are we supposed to find this? Also just a cop, but sure. Anyway, it does sound like an interesting movie, so I can't really fault it. Also, I'm going to assume I might need to turn up the light for this game. Because I was noticing before when I was in the kitchen, it was fairly dark compared to what I'm seeing. And I think my screen might just be naturally lighter than what's actually going to project on that stream, unfortunately. Robert McConaughey meet and greet book signing. Makes sense. Okay, so he's into comics and stuff. And then just a picture of his feet in the sand with... He's really bad about labeling his pictures. How the hell is he supposed to know where any of these are supposed to be from? Let's see. So nothing was there. Oh. There we go. You've got a very dark kitchen. Or a dark bathroom, buddy. That did not help at all. Now then, that looks like air freshener, which we cannot actually use. And we've got toothbrush, toothpaste. None of this actually looks like what we're looking for either. Can we actually...
Don't want to keep the doctor waiting. Shower when I get back.
Oh, okay, we actually have the option for that. Cute. Oh, also, don't waste electricity, kids. Well, you can go away. Now then, where else can I try and look for my radioactive stuff? Or my plasma, or whatever the hell I'm supposed to be taking? What? It looks like that's just bowls and plates. Yeah, and pot. This guy looks like he's just a bachelor, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Also, do we have a light here? What? Just so that way I can actually, or at least you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's just usual stink stuff. That's not too bad.
I really should drink the tracer fluid before I go see Dr. Munchie.
That would be helpful if I knew where it was. And then just a letter that we can't do anything with. May as well grab our keys, but... Tracer fluid. Tracer fluid. What exactly counts as tracer fluid, and would I leave it on my couch? Probably not. See, you would think that is tracer fluid to some extent, but... Oh. I also like his little figurine, by the way. I'm assuming it's supposed to be some sort of space alien. No. No, don't do that. We actually need to let people see what we're doing. Oh. He's really not taking care of his stuff, is he? Yeah. And then one more down here, if it'll let us grab that. There we go. Much better. So, tracer fluid. Nothing in this area seems like tracer fluid, to be honest. Unless the email is supposed to actually let us know about that. Hey there, Caribou. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Jude's first experience playing a horror game. Either in his life or just in general. But so far, not exactly giving us exact directions. So I guess we're kind of just figuring things out as we go. But how are you doing? No, that's not how physics is supposed to work. Okay, yeah, he lives in downtown Toronto. Admittedly, having the... Oh, it actually played it for once. Weird. Welcome, welcome, Lily. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday night so far. We're playing some spooks. Or at least we're attempting to play some spooks. We're kind of still fairly early and everything. Oh.
Hey Simon, it's Jesse. You working this weekend or what? I knew there was something you were doing. Was it this weekend? Or next? Anywho, just shoot me a mail or something.
Doing as well as you can? Okay.
End of messages.
I swear, that guy has the memory of a goldfish. Well, I got the email off. He must have caught up by now.
No? Ooh, we get pillow physics. Look at that. Who needs titty physics when you can have a pillow physics? Too bad we can't make our bed, though. No, nothing back there either. Now where would this guy leave tracer fluid? Oh. I thought I was picking up the checkbook, not his chair. Try that again. There we go. Maybe just put that back on the desk, buddy. Now, what can we do here? I guess the email is probably where I should check it. But since we do get back and confirmed, okay, that's not helpful. But it's still too early to tell how well the damage will continue over the coming months. Since Expressives made a written prescription for prazosin to help you with your nightmares, please read the instructions accordingly. That is not helpful whatsoever. Goldfish brain, they're talking about me. They're probably talking about me, to be honest, but I could be wrong in all that. But if he's just got a good friend who wanted to make plans for the weekend, I can't really fault him too much for it. He's really hanging stuff off of his radiator, isn't he? He's a very big fan of that. Can't exactly fault him for it. Ooh. Sweet, we get shirt physics too. If I got liquid from a doctor, where would I put it? I mean, I would put it in the fridge normally. But that doesn't really seem to be the case. Or actually, no, I put it in the cupboards, wouldn't I?
There it is.
Hey, there we go. Well, bottoms up.
It feels like milk, but the taste.
Ew.
It's like sucking on a penny.
The consistency of milk is not necessarily something I was hoping to think of when it comes down to medicine, but I mean, sure, can't fault them too much. And are we wearing... We can't see our feet. We do not have a bottom half. Okay. Now, can we leave? I guess we can. Okay, I wasn't sure if we would need shoes or something, but... Good timing to get a sip in. Ah. I say as I'm drinking milk. Make sure you drink your tracer fluid. Yeah, exactly. Make sure everyone stays hydrated during all this. Oh. Can I? Hi. Oh, that's a interesting
Jesse.
image.
Hey, Simon, I got your email. Just wanted to wish you good luck and let you know I got you covered.
Thanks.
Thank you,
I
Jesse.
should be able to come to the store after this scan.
Don't sweat it. I got Matt and Chris helping me out.
Maddie from SNL?
Guess you didn't hear? He's coming in full time, working the comics section.
That's Ashley's job.
Yeah, well, you know.
Forget it.
Hmm.
Not doing her any favors by leaving an empty spot. Not like she's coming back.
Oh, Ashley was the one who was hit by the car, right? Noted.
You know, dying thing.
Sounds the kind of person who
Dying
listens on
thing?
speakerphone
You're the
in
worst
public.
support.
Yeah,
What should I say?
and they kind of
See you
noticed
later,
that
Jesse.
too,
Don't
to
burn
some
the place
extent.
down while I'm gone.
Over and out, buddy.
I wonder, considering they gave us the option for that, I am kind of...
Me in a voting booth. All a big setup.
Oh. Yay, we have conspiracy theory homeless people. We really are in Toronto. I kind of figured they mentioned he was Canadian, but usually people kind of stick others in like Vancouver when they want to sit there and represent Canada. Usually don't have Toronto.
Hello?
What?
Dr. Munchie?
This is a little bit suspect. Why is the doctor's office like
Where is everyone?
the
This
hell?
place would be busy.
Yeah, this isn't a doctor's office. This looks like a stay-at-home, like, artist's place. Especially with that painting. That's kind of gross. But, they've got a desk, at least. And at least the start of an office. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, this is... What in the world? Can I access your laptop? Oh, hey there, sir. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect with this one, so we'll see. Paul, where are you? You've got a few hours. I got a hold of Simon Jarrett. Let's do this. I saw your laptop in the reception. Are you already here? Call me ASAP. Oh. Weird. Talked to Pace about using the lab this week, and I have to book the scanner for tomorrow morning again on Friday. It's not a lot we could do. We could use the empty reception area as a kind of office, let us use their computers to run models, and also... Wow, this is sketchy as all hell. This is excessively sketchy. Cool, so that means when I close this email, I'm just gonna get bonked across the head, aren't I? Found some extra time in the lab. Fortunately, nobody told us about the code change, so I called security, talked to Professor Wayne, we haven't touched the project, finally got a hold of the honcho over Pace's legal department. I could re-grant us permission to use the lab. I'm not allowed to repeat the code in mails or texts, but I'll leave a note or something in case we forget. A note, huh? A note. Well, that kind of seems like what I'm looking for, so... What else is in here? That's just a stack of paper. Nope, that's a book. And I guess these are just random plastic books that he just has in his desk. Come on. Get in there. Then other than that, we've got pencil case and pencil holder. That's fine. No, I want the middle one. Because what do we got here? I'm sorry, trial and error. I'm going for a brain scan. Why are we privacy erroring? Do you just ignore saying privacy rights? I mean, no one's here. It's not a huge problem. No one's here. Put your scalpel away. The brain can heal itself. The brain has a managing... Oh, okay. We can't just do this. Let's see. A plasticity that allows to compensate and heal itself. Explains Paul Berg, graduate student in neuroscience at York University in Toronto. It is this quality that Berg and his colleague David Minci, a student of computer science, are hoping to encourage. It's about getting the brain to do the right thing, and we do hope to accomplish this with simple things like exercise, therapy, and light medication. But Munchie and Berg are not looking into a... Someone's knocking on my door. One sec. Apparently me sounds testing those scream sound alerts notified my neighbors. Whoops. They thought I was dying or something. That's fine. Let's see, where were we? Mercy and Berg weren't looking for a miraculous panacea, it's about finding the optimal treatment for each patient. They started recording something like a Nakajima neurograph. It's like a picture that indicates direction, says Mushi. Instead of a static brain scan, the neurograph can tell us where the brain is going. Weird. Oh boy, I don't want to read all of this. We're gonna be here all day if I have to read this. To use that logic, then breaking and entering is not a crime. Or what are we doing today? Did you tell him it's Halloween and ignore murder sins? No. No, I didn't. But maybe next time I should. And I'm assuming we need the code,
This is
right?
the place, right? It must be.
Huh. Hey, David. What's up, buddy?
Let's just call Machi real quick.
Hey, Munchie. You around?
His phone turned off.
Yay.
That's okay. I can figure this out.
Well, I guess we need the note, so let's just... Yoink. Let's see here. Page 56. Just random scribblings, but we get the 2501 there in the bottom right, so... Do-do-do-do-do. Keypad. 2501. I did not like that added sound effect. Huh. Okay, yeah, that's looking a little bit more like a medical ward, but what's with the rest of the office building, guys? This is so sketchy. You can hold shift or run. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. No, that means it's blocked. Okay, noted. So let's see here. There's just explosive warning there, and then just a dark server room here. Can I, like, close that? Do I need to go in there? No? Don't have to. Oh, Hey, buddy. But the server room is like right there. Weird. He's like... That is a moving person right there. Why would he not stop us from checking out his server room? Like, is anything going to stop us from coming in here? I guess there's nothing we can do in here, but... Sure? Weird thing to actually give inclusion for, because it makes it look even sketchier than normal.
Oh,
Hey
hi.
there.
Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well,
Munchie,
it's,
you look like a
Mr.
sketchy
Munchie,
bastard
but I'm
right
working
now.
on it. Actually, you're helping
Oh,
me right
no.
now.
Is this part of your thesis work?
Yeah, it's a study I'm doing with my colleague Paul Berg. We hope to design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you. Oh,
I don't
did
like
you,
this at all.
take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
Okay. So we're dealing with a medical student who's not actually got his PhD yet. He is just starting this off, running functionally his theory on humans in one of the most unethical ways possible.
Please, have a seat.
Sure, nothing can go wrong with this. We're in Toronto. Canada has free healthcare. We're good. Time for Dr. Munchie's appointments. Hey, we're almost next. But you know, you're dying after all. Yeah, admittedly. Ooh, this is
Let me just get this
uncomfortable.
out of the way. You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Limited motion. Gotcha.
Canada, Munchie. Born 1988, July 16.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good.
I don't like that we can
Well,
see during
It's
this.
just a scan. It'll hurt
Are
about
we sure
once
this
it's getting
is
your
America?
picture
Indians
No.
thought cameras would steal their souls.
taken. That's so. Well, let's hope they're
But
wrong.
this does feel like Canada. They're trying to be super nice.
Say cheese.
But, yeah. Yeah, that looks like death. Okay, so we were in a back alley Toronto lab, noted. And now we appear to be not in there anymore. Or,
Hello? Mr.
What?
Munchie? Did something go wrong?
sounds like Americans pretending to be Canadians. I mean, you never know.
This isn't funny.
Oh dear. I do have to hold it to get out?
I'm not supposed to put myself in...
Oh boy. I'm assuming you can't see
This is
anything
kind of
either,
stressing
can
me
you?
out.
Oh boy.
Hey! Anyone?
Oh! Okay, there's lights. Okay. Glad I didn't turn it up.
The hell is this place?
Ooh.
How did I get here?
Okay, this is a slight departure from where we were
Figure this
before.
out. I just need to stay calm.
Hmm.
No need to make things worse.
So, we look to be in what kind of looks like an undersea area, especially with all the scuba suits. I'm gonna be lurking. Yeah, no worries there, Jasper. Admittedly, this is going to be a potentially slow process, depending on what direction we actually take with it. Especially if I need to remember that running is an option, that's probably not going to end super well. Let's see here. Service console, insert Omni tool to access. The one thing I do know is that you need just an Omni tool in general to get things going, but I guess that's an uncomfortable sight. Let's see, view text using that, I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious. But then how do we get access to the toolbox then? Because we need to find, I'm assuming, an Omni tool, to be honest with you. Whoops. But where are we going to find an Omni tool? Also... Oh. While holding an object to throw it? Why do I have that option? Game. Oh. It wanted to give me the hint to get out of here. Ah. I'm not sure I like the sounds coming from this game. I'm not sure I like the sounds coming from this game at all. Okay, so we're in dangerous location. With... I am not sure how to comment on this. I'm probably just gonna be scared shitless. I guess we're gonna have to see, but... Oh, yay, locks off on the door. Well, cool. So we have easy access to that again, now that we've broken down the window. Kind of a weird manual lock to have on there, but sure. So then what else we got in this area then? We've got just a lot of gated up fences, to be completely honest with you. As well as more of those manual locks. But a lot of things just seem to want us to get some kind of Omni tool in hand. Nothing to worry about. Oh, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about whatsoever. I mean, there's only black goo dripping from the ceiling. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Oh, actually. Anything in there? No. Okay. Let's see, we've got... What is that? Tiffany mix or cherry mix? I guess tea? I'm sure that's going to be helpful. And then just a spare can. None of this looks like a very fancy gadget for us to use, so I'm going to assume that's a no for the moment. Also, we can't just stand in that. I'm really not sure why. That seems like something you don't want to stand in. And the washroom. The mirror's broken. That's a good sign. As well as just a closed bathroom door. That's just a venom screen test? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, go down. I feel like Jude is over-focusing on every detail to distract himself. No, I'm over-focusing because I'm scared, to be completely honest with you. Oh, that stuff? I'm mostly... Oh, Jesus. Maybe that was a bad idea to add onto the soundboard for you guys. Well, especially the fact that we're just going to have all these doors that we can manually unlock if we so choose to. I can't imagine that's going to be a good thing for us if I'm going to need to run from monsters. Try and distract myself from the fear by scaring myself more. Oh, we are going to be so screwed when we actually come across anything that's going to hurt us. Nothing. No. No, never mind. We found a boot. That's good for us. We can run around if we need to. Wow, this is very dark for you guys. Hold up. Video... Rendering? No. How do I change the lighting again? Not auto detect. Gamma? There we go. Let's make that visible for stream at the very least. No, that still makes it pretty bad. I have it fairly turned up high too, don't I? Controls is not what I'm looking for. Weird. Yes, visible for stream, not bright and safe for you. Yeah, exactly. I just want to make sure you guys can see what we're actually facing here. I'm not trying to make it any easier on myself. The gamma doesn't seem to change anything for the stream whatsoever. That's not helpful. Oh, fuck. It's a horror game, you're not supposed to see the gamma filters and actually do anything. I mean, you're not wrong. Why was our vision stuttery there? Well, this looks safe at least, but I don't think this actually solves any problems for us. Oh. Uncomfortable breathing. What?
Hey, you. Can you talk? Can you talk like the others?
Excuse me?
Why are you like this?
I'm not sure I like the fact that it's uncomfortably breathing.
Want some structure, Jill?
He merely adopted the dark. Yeah,
So weird.
yeah, I guess we have kind of adopted the dark by this point. Although,
I'm gonna shut you down now, okay?
yeah,
you're creepy as hell, so I'm gonna shut you down.
oh,
How did I do that?
how did I? Okay, not cool. So, what just happened there? I think one. Oh dear. What escaped? I am unsure what escaped there, but it kind of looks like a robot from here is gone now. So, are we good? Use Q or E to lean. Oh. That door is open now. That's concerning. Yeah, admittedly, I probably should have gotten a heart monitor for this, but, like, that requires additional tech, does it not? I don't think I have anything on hand that would let me work with that. Let's see here. This pathway is now open, and that seems like a very bad thing. But at the very least, there's light now. Whether or not that's a good thing is better, or is yet to be seen, is what I was going to say. Let's see here. I'm gonna be scared as soon as something moves at this rate, because so far we've kind of just dealt with everything standing still. And as soon as something moves, we just know that's what's going to be there to kill us. Oh no, all of this is locked. Okay. No. Not cool. Don't need a heart monitor, we can just hear it in the voice. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Also, don't like that. That's now locked. Noted. And then pulsoid.net. Streamer heart monitor thingy. I know Cross has done a few of these before, but like, doesn't that require something? Add your live heart rate to the broadcast, be closer to your viewers, but how does it work? Works seamlessly with OBS, Streamlabs, a chest strap, monitor leg. Yeah, I don't have any of that tech. That's the issue, really. Yeah, you have to buy a sensor, so that's not really going to help us at the moment. And since we're... Oh, no, don't do that. For now, we'll just kind of have to suffer through it. Whoops, as is. And you'll hear it in my voice, trust me, I'm a skittish, deer-like person. And the fact that I don't play horror games is going to be evident by the fact... Okay. Okay, noted. Don't go through that door. Don't go through that door. Okay. That's not a good sound. That's not a good sound at all. You mean you won't purchase a device they only use a handful of times? Not yet, at least. No. Okay, so noted. Whatever's behind that door can stay behind that door, but... Oh boy. Do I have to go there? I don't. I don't have to go there. Not yet, at least. Or am I just supposed to hide from the thing? Oh no. What if, when I get a job, I buy it for you? No. No, trust me, I am not going to become a horror streamer. This is already kind of putting me in a bad state of mind, but... Was this open before? I don't know if that was open before. I also don't like the idea that I'm gonna have to open that door to actually progress. Okay, we've got flashy lights over here. Gotta be careful. Especially since we decided to set it on the mode where we can die. I'm assuming that would hurt us, right? Doesn't look like anything's moving down there, at least. What about here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So I guess we go down? For now? Nope, swipe Omni tool. We still need an Omni tool of some kind. Don't like these noises, game. Don't like these noises at all. That's also locked. I'm assuming our Omni tool is eventually just going to let us unseal all of these locks, or whatever's chasing us will take down all of these locks. So, is what we have to do actually unlock that door and run? Just set whatever monster is in there free so we can get past it? It was glowing. That is kind of the point. Yeah. I was hoping it wasn't the obvious answer, to be honest with you, but we're gonna have to unlock that to progress. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. Go over here. We actually have to open the door. I thought the monster was just gonna break it down. Oh, come on. I actually have to do it from here? That's mean. Okay, no, there's nothing here. There was something here, but it's not here now. I wonder. Although, if it can get in here, it can probably find another way to get me. I guess we'll have to see what happens. Because there's a lot of the black drippy stuff here, and none of that seems good at all. Hey, look at that. We found an Omni tool. I'm sure that will help us a lot. Tab. Oh, is my tab literally just the Omni tool? Yeah, I think right now. Oh. Oh. I didn't actually notice this before. That's just a dead person. Cool. So now we've got an Omni tool, which means we can do some stuff. You know, it'd be great, a streamless chat, so the chat can talk about stuff without spoiling the streamer. I mean, that's kind of what Discord is for, right? Like, in general, you just can hop on Discord to idly chat yourselves while watching the stream. That at least seems to be the best compromise to everything, at least. Nope. No. No, thank you. Going over here. Okie doke, so where is this thing? No, just a little bit of a jump scare. Maybe it was a bad idea to do a 4-hour game stream. Maybe it was a bad idea. Especially since things can actively kill me in this. We kind of have to head this way though, right? At least I think we have to head this way. And I don't like that. Ah. Cool, it's in the vents. That's much better to know. Then what about here? No, that's available. So I guess we need to go down here then. Hello. Is that good? Oh. That's not good. Can I not use the Omni tool for that then? Cool. That means I need to go back to the beginning. Noted. Gonna go walk the pup? Alright, enjoy the pup walking, Non. We will be here for as long as my heart can actually handle this. Because I'm going to assume we are not even half an hour into this yet. And I'm hoping that 4 hours flies by quickly. Because we now need to go back to the start, where we actually needed the Omni tool. Here's just where we get the thing. And the fact that I'm not sure how good is it actually on your guys' side for seeing this right now. At least seeing my stream, it looks dark but semi-visible, but oh, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. I'm just gonna hide under this pipe. It's fine. I just want to be sure, because I am trying to put together a decent looking stream at least. And I can't really do that if... Oh boy. Can't do that if the game is super dark and just unable to see anything with. Also the fact that there are just apparently monsters that can come kill us at some point. That's an uncomfortable thought. Yeah, just a bit of a spoopy game. And welcome Nano, and welcome Christy. Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. We're doing spoopy games for October because I'm a masochist, apparently. Hello. Oh. I inserted the Omni tool. Is that not what you wanted? Oh. Do-do-do.
Service console optional 3, including pilot seat
So,
activated.
what do we get here? Unlock toolbox? Sure. Manage tool chip? Your Omni tools in perfect condition not fitted with a tool chip. Tool chips on the kit will be unavailable, including your cross-security access. Please do that to make sure this insert a tool chip and run an update. Okay. So then, that's what this is for. And then we just clip it in.
Tool chip found.
There we go. Well, I'll close the door, ignoring the huge broken window. It's fine. It's fine, Leah. Don't worry about it. And M, somehow I'm not surprised by that.
Tool chip security cipher updated.
Yay. That means we should be good. Now we've got level 3 clearance, I assume is the point of that. Then Cortex chip, no Omni. Oh. God damn it. How often am I gonna need to do that? Oopsie daisy. It won't let me put it back in. Now is the concern. Back. Manage tool chip. Yeah. How do I put it back?
I know they told you that field
Yeah.
technicians would get full access throughout
Sure.
Bezos 2. I'm here to tell you that's not gonna happen.
But how are you
Don't get
two
me
doing
wrong,
so
I
far?
wanna get in your way.
Because I know it's going to be an interesting Saturday night at the very
There
least,
needs to
but
be at least some level of
I
security
can't
on these
imagine it
things.
going super cleanly, and
I
I'm
wanna hear you bark
not going to
some
try to
wall
swear
in
too
the
much,
area at Omicron
but we'll have to
and just
see.
knocked out the whole place with some virus or whatever the hell they're doing over there. This is what you can do. You'll be able to use it to open doors, basically all of them. If you can't, there's something wrong or someone didn't want you in there. Then what do?
I guess we
You
need to
shove
find
that
a Cortex
tool
chip.
into a terminal and see if you can't get around it somehow. I mean, sometimes you'll need to get into places where you don't belong. Just find a way. You're an engineer for crying out loud.
That's a fantastic intro to
Take
this.
care of your gear. Don't be an asshole. That's
Oh.
about it, really.
Okay,
My
this
name
game's
is
been
John
swearing
Soma.
up
I
as
raise
is.
those two security
People who
hours.
play horror games can
I
have a
got an
swearing
office
pact.
to pay to. Come see me if you got any issues you can't handle yourself. Good luck.
Alright, thank you, buddy. You've been a severe help. Progress scan, that looks semi-broken. Noted. Then system status. Remote access, servers offline, main power suspended, program unreliable, denied. Okay. That's good. Don't be an asshole, damn, I'm already failing. Yeah, exactly. So we've got our Omni tool updated, which means we should be able to go through that other door now, I think. I think being an operative term, and me being scared at whatever's going to actually come out at us, as I try to avoid all the scary open doors at this rate. I'm not an asshole, I'm a bitch. Loopholes. Yeah, that's at least a good loophole to work with for now. Let's see here. Oh, goody. They've introduced movement. At least I think that was movement. Yay, the monster's down there. And that's where we need to go. Noted. We are gonna die so quickly, aren't we? Leah's not a pirate. Sadly, Leah just likes an eye patch. And Leah will get quite upset at you if you try and call her a pirate. But now, where exactly is the monster that will be eating my face tonight? It's a meme angry, though. Yeah. More so just a joke compared to anything else. But no worries there, Christy. Have you been enjoying Melty Blood, by the way? Because I know you've been kind of enjoying it with your sister. I've had the most time myself to play it, but... Oh. Good, that's an option. That wasn't an option before. I don't see enough movements to ninja properly. So, what about now? Cool, we actually got that in. Yay, we opened the door, and there's light. But that does need progress, so I can't really dilly-dally for much longer and try to exemplify the fact that I'm a scared little bitch playing this right now. So we can go this way as well. What's the purpose of this? I'm not sure about this. This looks like death. This very much looks and screams death. Or is this just looping us back to the original area? Okay. Just because there's red everywhere? Yeah, but I mean, like, red's never usually, like, a great color for survival. Although it doesn't look like anything's here about to eat our face off, so let's go to the brightly lit area. That's gonna be safe, right? I'm sure nothing will eat our face off as soon as we get in there. Because this is where the end of the game is, and this is where we'll wrap things up. An hour into stream. But I guess this does kind of solidify the fact that we're underwater now. No storage permitted. Interesting setup, at least. Data buffer available? Oh, right, we can tap into things.
I'm here.
Semkin.
I guess so.
I think Semkin was the name of another game I was playing. That's okay.
I'm gonna miss this place. Come on. We've worked here for years. You're not even gonna miss it a little
So they abandoned the site then?
That's cool, man. It's not Upsilon's fault it got swarmed.
Hmm.
and get back to camp already.
Roger that.
Oh dear. And the alarm was going off right at the end of that, so that's a good sign. Oh boy. And we've just got miscellaneous drawings of fish, by the looks of it. Like nothing happened, everything still looks the same, all sounds alike. So, note to self, the fish are dangerous. The fish are disgusting and dangerous. Back into different structure, yet they can't shake. Whoa, freaky fishes. I guess the fish kind of had that black mark to them originally. So I guess we'll need to be careful about the fish. That's not too bad at least. The fish are always a bit of a problem. Oh, no, we're going back in the dark area. Noted. So, what breaks that? Let's see. Okay, no, everything is just back there. So what's over here then? Oh, good, we got an autosave. I was wondering how this game actually handled its saves. Oh no. Why can't I hear something? Oh, my voice is dying. What? What do you mean, can I help? Oh. Oh, that's good. That's good. I guess I don't have much choice. I have to go here, don't I? Oh no. This is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. But I don't have much choice, do I? Are we just gonna poke it? Oh.
What was that?
Goody, the power's out pretty much everywhere. I mean, he asked me to do it. I guess rip him? Oh, that opened up a hatch for us. Yay! Tight and closed spaces. That's what we need in this. And it closes behind us. That's... Ooh, the game stuttered there for a second. That's not a good thing. So, this isn't comfortable at all. This is very not comfortable. Why can I hear my pulse already? Game, why are you doing this to me? Why did I do this to myself? Because there's something else in these vents right now. Oh. Okay, noted. Don't go this way. At least not where the light source is just yet. So does that mean I need to avoid something in the vents right now? Is that what you're telling me, game? Oh goody, this is locked. Dude, while we're asking all these important and life-altering questions, why am I adorable? I'm not sure how I'm adorable, to be honest. You'd have to answer that for me, because I'm not exactly giving you the best of times actually explaining that. Because all I am is just a robot. I make things comfy for you guys, that's about it. Well, there's light there. And that is openable, although those are concerning. Comfy is in the generally same area. I mean, I would argue against that, to be honest, but... Oh goody, moving pipe over there. No, don't put that in, you lunatic. Get out. Stay out. Hope to God we'll never have to go back in there. Okay, so what do we have in here then? We've got just a broken tube again, tied to what looks like an active robot. Oh. Yay, we're getting more of the strained breathing. I'm not sure I like that.
Hey, can you hear me?
No, just strained breathing. Okay. I'm wondering if people figure out the one flaw of this game. I'm waiting for it to know. I'm probably not going to notice it, but we'll have to see. Because it's going to be hard to do actual game design analysis while I'm scared shitless. So, Robot Buddy here looks to be plugged in, but barely breathing. But he is plugged in a couple places. So, what do you want us to do here? Radio signal blocked, insufficient power? Probably because this guy is sucking up all the power. Dude, you are the definition of precious. Like, if we're talking about vibes, you give me some of the warmest. Well, I do try to keep things at least comfy for you guys, just because I know it can be a little bit awkward in the world. And I know that can always be a bit of a hard time in general. But at the very least, you can talk with me since I'm here. Let's see. Don't touch the structure, get leakage. Can't confirm its effect on WoW. Issue has been reported to SSE was check. So don't touch the gray stuff. Note that we've touched all of it so far. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Let's see. Station control. Oh, a sip. Sure, I'll take a sip. Ah. Thank you, Christy. So, I'm going to assume I need to unplug the robot, because it's sucking up all the power. Oh, thank you very much for the hope, Phoebe. Look, I asked, buddy. I can't do anything because you're eating up all the power here. I'm sure you do, but... That's not a comfortable feeling. I think we just killed someone. Whoopsie daisy. But we can now activate things, so that's good. Including whatever this all is. Manual boot sequence. Not much I can do about that, is there? Other than press a few buttons. You murdered it. You murderer. Well, I mean... Oh. Interesting. So then... I guess that did what I needed it to do. Okay. Okay. Yay, we got power back on. That might be a good thing, or it might be a worse thing. Oh. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. What just broke? Just finished up my Noitzo stream. This game makes me feel more sad than spooked. Yeah, I'll do that. It made you cry. Interesting. Oh, hello.
What's happening? Hello? Is there anyone there?
Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
I'm here. I think a human.
Absalon, what's going on?
Thanks for talking with Lambda.
I just sort of woke up here.
In the room right now?
It was like a seat with a helmet.
Is that right? What's your name?
I'm Simon Jarrett.
And what do you... signal... Damn
Oh.
noise. Where are you now?
Someplace dealing with electrical power. I'm not sure if it's a plant or a transformer.
Yeah, you're probably in the thermal plant somewhere. You want to go upstairs to the comm center. It's the room with the dome ceiling.
Upstairs,
look,
you say?
This place is not... There's something seriously wrong here.
Hello?
Oh, we're actually done
I'm
communications
sorry I
already?
didn't catch that. We lost another relay. Just listen, head for the comm center upstairs. I'll wait here.
That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. So that means we need to go upstairs then. Why are things shaking? Can't watch because I got a headache from headphones, but hope your experience goes well. It'll go. I'm not sure if it'll go well, but thank you very much for dropping by, VP. Hopefully your headache can go away fairly soon. Okay, so I need to go up. I do not like the look of their thermal plant. Can I touch this? I can. So, Upsilon Standard, things are running okay. So I guess just Upsilon has power now, and the only problem are those 2 cores, then? Oh. No, that's still stable. Okay. So I guess we are just going upstairs. That seems like a simple enough goal. Although the autosave there isn't really helping, so I kind of just pause the game and makes me think something's coming. Like this. Yay. That's very comfortable. And that's just stuck, so we can't get into there. Which means I need to go downstairs, don't I? Why do I need to go downstairs? That doesn't look safe. Oh! I was kidding, game! I was really kidding. Can I even climb this? Yay! Yay! Look at us go, we're destroying everything. Okay, that's not cool. It does still feel like it's too dark for you guys. Is there a filter I can put on the game capture itself to increase that? Not scaling. Chroma key is definitely not it either. I wonder if I'd have to do that from the main menu. Well, I guess it's visible in, Look, Leah, scared little bitch, okay? Oh god, hello, you're moving. I don't like you. Hello, big boy. Don't like that at all. Okay, nope, I think it saw me. Hi there, don't mind me. That's a very big and scary friend. Oh that. God, that's not helpful at all, her. Her, that's just mean. But welcome all the same, Fur, and hopefully you're having a good night so far. I think we found our first enemy, at least. He's just kind of walking over there. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Just gonna... a crushing hunter? Oh! Ow! What? Oh, the steam. The steam would hurt me. Okay. Fine. Steam hurts. I can't argue against that. I really don't want to go to the door that I just came out of, to be honest, but... I'm just gonna wait here for now. Because it looks like he's fine circling around the center for now. And I'm hoping to God that we do not need to go back that way. But the door is safe, he's not there anymore. That is true, technically, but he might not be the only one. Also, the fact that there's nothing we can do here. So he was just kind of chilling in here. Unless I'm missing something. No, because that's offline. All of this is offline. So what did I miss in the previous room? Is he coming back? I think he's coming back. No. Directional audio helping. He's far to the right. So I guess I need to dart around him a little bit, huh? Because I'm assuming I need to turn power on somewhere. Don't mind me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Noted, going upstairs. Fuck him. Oh. Oh no. Okay, well that solved one problem. That at least solved one problem. Also, he's right there. He just can't climb stairs, apparently. Ah. Hey, buddy. Screw you? Oh, God. Why can he get up here? Why can he get up here? No. 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 Nah. Come on. Go down. I can't move that. Okay, that's not cool. Nah. That wasn't cool, game. That wasn't cool at all. So, I will reiterate them. Non. Fantastic timing, but no. I will note again, I don't play horror games at all. I am very confused and scared. You need more cooldown on that redeem? I probably do at this rate, to be honest. Let's see. Cancel critical system failure. So is he still out there looking for me? I think I accidentally turned off my voice. Did I? That's possible. I may have hit something by accident. Whoops. Sorry about that. In my slight panic to hit emotions. Oh. Cool. So he is still up here? Is he still up here looking for me? Or did he go back down to find me? Or is that him right there? Got scared he hit random buttons. Yeah, that's bound to happen. Because I am a scared little bitch. I don't play horror games for a good reason. But I guess I evaded him? Question mark? That was a welding bond there. Although, let's just sneak for a little moment, because I'm assuming he went back down there, so we're fairly safe here. I think. So is this the comms room, or are we still out of place? Let's see. Change? Okay, so I guess we need to find someone's right click is to get out of those menus. Looks like we need to find someone's login information to actually get access to those computers. Which may help in solving the current conundrum that we have right now. Let's see. Anything on this? To-do list being awesome. Yeah, that's generally pretty helpful. Although it does look like they were experimenting on all the fish, which is a little bit concerning. Amy's sketchbook. Too bad I can't actually open Amy's sketchbook, but good to know Amy has a sketchbook. Well, I mean, we've got an option Oh.
What happened to the pilot seat?
This isn't Amy. Sorry. Also, oh.
I could use some help.
Look, dude, I don't know how to get down there. Oh. That one's online. Okay, well, I guess we need to go help that guy out. This seems like a bad idea. This very much seems like a bad idea. I'm not Amy, but hi.
What are you?
Are you blind? It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Carl.
Semke. Wrangler?
Hmm.
Any of this sound familiar to you?
No,
Hi, Carl.
actually.
Well, thanks for being so helpful. It's not like I'm knocked out on the floor or anything.
Look, buddy, there's not much I can do about that right now. You're kind of just stuck here. Let's see. We've got this to pull, which seems to be connected directly to you.
Hello? Can you... Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's me, Carl, calling from the floor. Like, right next to you.
Shush, Carl, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going food, so I need to pull that lever.
Everything. You look
Doop, doop, doop.
sewage or something?
That's not a good sign. Yoink. Oh. Why did I do that? Oh. Whoops. No. Sorry, that was the wrong button. Sorry, buddy. That was the wrong button. How? How can I help you, Carl? Like, do I need to turn everything off and then unplug him? Is that how I help him? Just look, dude, I'm trying my best, but like, you're not giving me any heads up on this one. So what can we do with Carl? Too bad we can't give him some pants. Maybe that would help him stand up. But what does Carl want us to do? Oops, that's the wrong button. Anything in here that might help us? Unless... Oh, right, we can throw stuff. That's not helpful, though. Oh. Oh, we can tap into that. Admittedly, killing him seems to be the best option for right now, but... Carl, what happened? Carl? Ew. Those are subtitles. Carl kind of seems like a bad person then. Maybe he just wants us to kill him. Huh. But nothing else in here, huh? That's comfortable. Ooh, you know, this would be helpful for cutting off all of the logs. Why can't I keep this thing with me? Rude. Yeah, sorry, Carl. We got one lever to pull. That's the best I got for you, buddy. We could set you on fire, though. This is a gas can, right? Or we can see what's in here, because I'm sure this is a good idea. Boss playing Soma. Yeah, I'm scared out of my mind viper. Please help me. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Oh, that's a human. Huh. Weird to see a human. And thank you, Mitchie, for the posture check and the coolant delivery. Ow. Probably should have cracked my neck a while ago. Yeah, it's entertaining, but there comes a point where I don't like the fact that I can hide there. Also the fact that there's a dead human body there.
Oh god, he's dead? He's dead.
Just be happy you don't have an awaken command. Also like pumpkin pin. Yeah, I figured pumpkin pin would be a good point. Oops. That's not helpful. Let's see. Oh, hey, look, it's Carl. Okay. Hi, Carl. Why do you exist as a robot as well as existing as a dead body here? Okay, so we can't go that way. Sorry, Carl, I don't got much for you right now. We're either gonna have to kill you or figure out what's going on up here. And I'm not sure which option is better for now. Theta, turn around. We sealed Upsilon. Keep it working. Don't fuck it up. And Zaro was not my fault. Oh, Jesus. And that was Zaro's outfit. Okay. Why is her outfit here still? We can go that way, because you can see the yellow block on the door. But are we supposed to go deal with Carl first? Also, I'm not sure if we're supposed to deal with Carl first, to be honest with you. But it looks like that's an available pathway, technically. Although, a thought comes into my head. This doesn't look like a good door to open, even if we can't open it. Anything in here? No, that's just a gate. So, what exactly will happen if I open this door? I'm just gonna flood this entire area, Isn't that going to be bad for the thermal power plant? Because I'm just gonna end up flooding that thing, and then there'll just be no power in general to this entire area. Oh, that's cute. Also helpful because I'm short. Or I'm tall. So we have the option of basically killing Carl and escaping through that hatch, or opening up this one that seems to be filled with water. Morbid curiosity is kind of hitting me, so... It won't let me open the door. No. So I guess we have to deal with Carl. And I really hope I didn't notify anything by trying to open up that door first. Hey, Carl. Where are you, buddy? I think we're still good that way. And I did kind of avoid this the first time, but what is this? A locked door to flow control? I guess we're gonna have to go there eventually, but I guess for now we kind of just have to kill Carl again. And hopefully that doesn't alert the guy downstairs. So, hey buddy. Don't mind me. I got no other choice in this. I'm sorry, buddy. Can you tell me anything?
I'm sorry, I think I pulled the wrong lever.
Don't sweat it. Just get me a doctor.
Just get you a doctor? How the hell am I supposed to find a doctor? That is just... Can you just flat out unplug him? No, because he's just hardwired into this. So to actually stop him from draining power, you have to do that. I don't think there's any other way to solve this other than just shutting him off it there. Right? Because nothing else is interactable, nothing else is functional, and nothing else is really grabbable other than him being obvious, telling us he doesn't want to die. Also the big scary boy that's actually downstairs, which is not really helping this situation all too much. Actually, wait, hold up. We needed login IDs for this, didn't we? Yeah, we would need login IDs, so we should be able to get those off those cards, right? Maybe off of Amy's card? Amy's card. Where was Amy's card? We're just gonna leave Carl alone, because assuming he's dead, his might not work anymore. Well, let's see. ID is 0735. Maybe he can tell you more? Maybe. But let's do this first, just to see. 0735 and 0722. Okay. Let's try this idea first. Because we don't necessarily want to murder people if we don't need to. Right? We're not genocidal. Swap, change, 0735. Okay. Hey, look at that, we can get more information. Status, maximum capacity, 710, production 60. Why is that the status? That's someone's name. Event log? Heat shield burnout flu. Turbine overheating. Wait. This doesn't really seem like something you would have as like a human point of information. Oh. Looks like they were deactivated for a while, but they just got reactivated. So I guess maybe we need to do her later. 0722 for Carl. Status. About the same. Event log. About the same. Power output. The same. Okay. That doesn't actually tell us anything. Oh, there's a sticky note on this. Lockdown process initiated. Check the terminal for details. Oh. Does this actually give us more by chance? 3, 5. Oh yeah, it's a different one. Okay. Let's see here. I believe we're on. Oh, we're on this. To Heather. We've managed to link most backup turbos and activate all generators. Epsilon should be able to produce power for at least a decade before we need to start burning through the flues. The bad news is that the machines are getting worse. We've tried to come up with a way to shut them all down, but considering the insane amount of units at Epsilon, it's not looking that good. Seriously worried they could disrupt power production when we leave. Ideas? From Amy? And then this is a reply to that. Good job. Trying to get all the backup turbos running and cut production to 60%. With all the evacuations, we can survive on a low and steady hum. No need to strain the system. We should be able to get 20 to 25 years of production before we have to fall back on the turbos. That's not a good thing. The robots are getting increasingly erratic all over. Pathos too, and unfortunately there's no universal kill switch. Seeing how we won't return to Upsilon, you could try sealing off sectors to prevent the helpers from getting into the sensitive areas. That is not helpful, my dude. Power manager. Thermal chamber off. Huh. Apparently we can turn that on and off. Weird. Oh. Insufficient power. Ah. So yeah, we need to shut off the power to Carl and the power in the flow area for that. I think. Yeah, we have to turn off something in the flow area. Also, storage. And staff. Let's see. Jane Addams, Victor Johnstitter. I think Johnstitter. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that one, to be honest. It kind of feels like a European name of some kind. And then Baxter, that's pretty obvious. Amy, who we've dealt with, at least in terms of logs. Carl Semkin. Wrangler? I'm not sure what the purpose of a Wrangler just is yet. But I guess we'll have to see about that. And we do technically have Carl's stuff too, so what Carl have access to? Oops. 0722. Oh, he's also replying to that. Power production has been secured. We've sealed off the factories to keep the plant running. All superfluid systems have been turned off. If anyone has to return, know that the power flow regulator is hanging on by a thread. If you flip the switch, it'll probably be a no turning back situation. Don't like the sound of that. Oh, that was a draft. Why can't we send this? Link could not be established. Cool, it's there if we need it. Good way to actually set it up, though. And I guess he has the same controls as she does, so... So that did unlock storage, though. I'm not sure what I'll be able to find in storage. And I'm a little bit curious on that. It does look like there's one lone laptop in here, though. So I guess let's just see what's in storage. Oh, there's not even a laptop in here, it's just paper. The black box. Let's see. The black box is a precision instrument designed to observe your overall condition. It measures a wide range of data from body temperature to brainwave activity. This information is constantly relayed to Pathos 2's Warden unit. WOW. Okay, so the Warden unit is what WOW is. Okay, noted. So the station can provide you with the appropriate climate for each situation. For optimum performance, please follow the auto-injector instructions carefully to make sure this implant is properly applied. Okay, so just added details and lore. Not a bad thing. Oh. We actually can see it? Can we do anything with it? Huh. Wonder why it gives you the option. I wonder if we'll need it for that other area. Well, let's just bring this over to Carl, see if he needs it. Oh, right, that exists. Whoops. Maybe don't drop precious medical supplies on the floor, Jude. So, we can touch that. I'm not sure if I want to yet, so let's just see if Carl wants this at all. Maybe that'll help him out a little. Hey, buddy. I found this in the storage room for you.
Please.
That looks like a no. He doesn't look like he wants that.
You. Help.
You got anything else, buddy?
Mechanic make more sense?
You trying to be fucking funny? Give me a medic.
But you're a robot.
Oh.
The robots have legs, hands, a face. You're delusional.
Okay, calm down. I won't.
Get some fucking help.
Jesus, Carl is an angry boy.
Don't touch me. Go tell the others.
Okay, noted. Fine. Look, dude, I was just trying to figure out what was going on.
Please tell Amy. I need help.
So I guess this auto-injector is something we perfectly need right now. I'm just gonna go put this with the coffee table over here. Or just with a coffee over here. Do-do-do-do-do. Oops. Get over here.
Find help.
There we go. Alright, Carl. I think I found a solution to your problems. Now, this might sting a little bit. The doctor recommended I do this. But I just need to go over here and do that. Sorry, buddy. I need the power. He's actually lasting in there longer than I figured he would. Or is there something else I need to do here? How is he still powered? Huh. Wait, is that not what I need to do? Huh. You'll be fine. I'm just gonna go check on the flow sensor. And this will mainly be the test of... Let's just check our computer really quickly. Does that mean this has power now? Hi there. That apparently worked. Sorry, Carl. Well, that is the solution to the puzzle. Weird. I'm not sure if we can just leave him suffering like that, though. So what happens if I just, like, turn that back on? Or can't I? Oh. No, I can't. Whoops. So then, out of curiosity then, do. I'm just curious, to be honest. Do we have to torture Carl? Because Carl kind of gets tortured enough in the Unicorn series that was on YouTube before. I like that design, though. Okay, sorry, Carl. Don't worry, buddy, I'm just figuring it out. So, that would imply that the control center is open, so, like, this is an option now, right? This is an option. So, what is flow control going to do for us? Well, not much. But we gotta know. Read this. We framed the system. If you pull this lever, there's no turning back. Make sure you want it bad enough. So this is a one and done. Oh, it admits. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Yeah, we're in kind of spooky territory at the moment. Also, we do have more of these things. I'm not sure what the significance of these is yet, but I'm not sure I want to touch it. So they freed the system enough. If we pull this, is Carl going to be any better off if we pull this? Sure. Running. Oh, goody. Shit. Good, he's up here. That's what I needed. Yay, he's just up here now. So you can either sacrifice Carl or dodge dance him. Is that what it's telling me? Oh, he goes into there? No, he doesn't. He does not go in there. Okay, noted. So where does he go then? Oh. Oh. He is just kind of here. We are so dead. Oh yeah, we are so dead. Do. Just gonna do this. Friend's coming for a hug, but friend can go screw off. Do. Turn that on. Oh boy. Okay, so slight problem solved at least. So the door at the comm center is open. Where did he go? Looks like he's going down the tunnel. I think. Nope. Okay. As long as he doesn't come to storage, then we're okay, but where's he chilling for now? Or at least where are you going? Because we want to go back to the break room. That'll give us another shot at actually getting the... Getting the comm center open. Because he is at least in the break room for a while. Oh. Alright, buddy. Where are you going? Looks like you're going to the break room again. That seems like an opportunity for us. to take advantage of. Don't like this at all. Don't mind me. Nope. Screw you. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we didn't have to sacrifice Carl for that, at least. I don't think. I didn't get the chance to check, but that was definitely more terrifying than it needed to be. Corrupted data detected, restore files. Sure. Oh, we've got a few audio logs. Partial data recovery successful. 2103. Huh. Do we have an order to this? We do have an order to this. Okay, well, may as well go in order.
Jonesy, how's evac coming along?
We got everything we need to move, but we can't leave the plant without supervision. Adams decided to leave Amy, Asaro, and Kalsanka to execute the automatization process.
Ah.
They're thrilled about it.
I just wanted to let you know we're on schedule, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, I'll pass on the whole check.
Alright, thank you, friends. What's next?
Lovely morning for an evac, am I right?
It will do. I wanted to introduce you to Amy and
Oh,
Cal. They'll be doing
fine.
talking as soon as
Fine,
we're
you're not
done
helping
later.
here.
Say hello.
Hey, Data.
Hello.
Hey guys, I'm Peter Strask, dispatcher at Data. Just let me know if there's anything
A
I can do.
dispatcher?
I suppose that's it. I'll see you real soon. When we arrive.
All right, Jonesy, have a safe trip.
I'm not sure I like the fact that they say that they arrive fairly soon on the 28th, but then there's another log on the 4th, so let's go wrong exactly.
Data.
Oh, Stunkin.
Upsilon, what's up?
We could really use direct contact with Heather. Site service engineer Wolchek.
Direct links are almost impossible to establish. The Lumar relays are basically junk at this point. You can send messages via the comm center. If you want, I'm pretty much always here, ready to relay anything by hand. I know it's a shitty system, but it's all that works right now.
Alright, good sign.
Catch you later.
Okay, so Thumpkin was trying to get to the comm center before, but I guess he failed.
Hello? Peter with
Oh, no, okay, he's still alive.
We're getting out. I just want to tell you that I'm going to seal the comm center now, so this is definitely the last you'll hear from us. If we don't show up in the next couple of hours, send in the cavalry.
Hang on, what's happening? It's still the same plan, right?
Yep. We'll head for the shuttle and ride it directly to Theta.
Okay, good. I'll rally the troops for a welcome party.
I'm not sure I like the sound. I don't like the sound of that. Also, we'll see you in a sec, Holger. I guess this is the comm center, at least. Although, weirdly bright light coming out of that one. Oh well. Lunar link broken, manual input required. What? Let's see, who are we talking with before? We are Upsilon. We were talking with Lambda before, I think. Oh goody, we have to find it? Hold up. Come on, service link established. There we go.
Hey, are you there?
Hi there.
I found the dome ceiling.
Oh, that's better. Simon, was it?
Jared, Simon Jared.
Hi, Simon. I'm Catherine. Have you figured out what's going on yet?
Me? I
No.
was hoping you'd have some answers.
No, everything
I
seems
probably
fairly
have some.
confusing.
What do you want to know?
Where to even begin? I mean, what is this place? How did I get here? And why do the robots talk like they're people?
Well, you're at Upsilon, clearly. Have you never been there before? Where did you work?
The Grimoire in Toronto. Is that really important?
No, I mean, where did you work at Pezos 2?
I don't know what that is.
That's unexpected. Did you come directly from Toronto?
Apparently.
Yeah, I did. And it was very
Why did we
unexpected.
come directly from
Have
Toronto?
you seen any people? Like staff or field technicians?
Only robots, crazy ones.
This is also strange.
It is
You're
strange.
telling me.
Like, what's going...
What was
Oh.
that? Whoa!
What's going on?
I think
Uh-oh.
this place is about to collapse. What do
Oh,
I
that's
do?
a good sign.
Simon, come to Lambda.
How the hell do I get Lambda?
Shuttle trains connecting all the sites. Find one and come here. I'll wait for you.
That's a good sign. Oh. Oh no.
Shit! What did I...
Oh. No, okay. I guess we don't have much of a choice there. But we don't have to deal with that other robot for now, I guess. I guess the other route was kind of flooded anyway, so this kind of had to happen. Oh, it was waiting for me to click. Okay. Oh. Yay, we're in open waters. I think.
What?
Oh.
What the hell? How is this possible?
Oh, that's concerning. Oh. That doesn't look human.
This is insane!
So can we just freely swim now? Or can we just jump higher because it's water? Oh, no, okay. I guess we can get up there. This is water. And we look to be slightly synthetic. Cool. So now we're just in the open ocean. That we were just in. This isn't going to be a bad thing at all, especially with the fact we learned about the crazy fish. At least we can still sneak in the water. That's going to help us out, I'm sure. So, what do you got for us now that we're in the open waters?
Lambda. Find the shuttle to Lambda.
Yeah, find the shuttle. Oh. This is the door that was closed off before. I guess that makes sense that it was closed off. They manually welded it shut. Makes sense. Fish are friends? Fish are normally friends, but I don't think Ariel's coming to save us here. I don't think we're quite in the Little Mermaid settings just yet. But I guess we'll see. That was a robot foot. That's also something big walking around. Or swimming. I have concerns. Well, that's a transport system. Is this what I need? Nope. That looks like where subs would land and drop stuff off. That's not quite what we need. Not yet, at least. Is this what I'm looking for by chance? Because I don't want to go that way. We can just open that. Will it let us? I guess no. So that means we have to go through the dark open waters beyond all the spotlights. Okay. Okay, this is a horror game. I should probably expect to not have a good time. But let's just see what's around and try to avoid the glowing fish. The glowing fish do not seem like our friends. But I'm assuming something else is going to come and scare the pants off of us shortly. Oh, light. That's handy. Weird that it kind of just turned on, though. None. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I think that scare is probably the best kind of scare for this for now. You gave me the lever. I did give you the lever. Thank you for pulling the lever, Kronk. Ooh. This is probably why I don't play horror games normally. I don't intrinsically like the feeling of being scared. Which is probably why I've avoided, like, haunted houses and stuff in the past as well. But this is October. I'm supposed to be doing spooky things. If we get through this game too quickly, then that's a shame. I guess I'll have to fill in something else in Saturday nights instead. Like a Kirby game, so that way I can go against all of this potential heart attackness I'm dealing with this. Oh, hey, look. Another spooky game. I don't have any other spooky games.
Come on!
Amy, where are you?
The fields. I had to leave.
Is Carl with you?
It all went to hell.
I like how being scared
You got the power
you
automated,
lost,
right?
like,
The plant is safe. We need
hold
the
on.
power to keep
I like how
the
being
running.
scared you lost, like, almost all your game mechanic knowledge.
The machines killed Carl.
Oh shit.
Boy.
Calm down.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. Can you get back to Theta?
Yeah.
Yeah, admittedly, I'm assuming with a fight or flight reaction, I get quite stupid. And so far, we haven't at least been rammed at it, so that's at least helpful. Although, wherever Theta is definitely a concern. Apparently everyone just wants us to go to Theta, so this kind of seems like the right idea. Although, we're going... I'm assuming the fact that we're turning lights on is probably a half-decent sign. Also, the only replacement for a spook game is more spook games. I'm not sure you understand the point of my streams, Non. These kinds of streams are not to provide y'all with shock value. The point of these streams is to provide y'all with comfy time. Oh, goody! What? That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. Well, I guess I'm not going that way. Well, maybe this veranda might be impeccably useful, isn't just a silly object to toss around. Oh, did I actually need that for something? What if you being scared gives me comfy vibes? Then y'all are sadistic. Y'all are just sadistic. So, fish. Probably don't... Do I have to talk to fish? Because it's got a red flashy light. It doesn't seem like a good thing. Oh. Or can he just see me? Yeah, he can see me. And he's talking with me. Hi, buddy. Hi there. I don't got anything for you, buddy. That's what I mean. You thought the random just lying around was important? Okay, sure. I'll just leave you alone, buddy. Don't worry. You just said you were lonely. I was gonna give you a hug. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Why are you following me? You won't let me get close to you. Dude, what do you want? Oh, sorry, I don't have any structure gel, friend. I'm just here. I'm just some guy that flew in from Toronto. I think I worked in, like, retail. That's Upsilon. I don't think that's what I need. No. Just a flashy, buddy. Although it's breathing, that's concerning. And I mean, I don't know, they gave us a stat sheet on that needle. I figured it might be somewhat important. Also, I'm assuming I'm gonna miss a Bruin because of the fact that we missed, like, 2 of those squishy pod things so far. And I'm not actively trying to pop them. I'm still not sure about the context of those things, but we definitely missed some permanently now. Because I don't think we'll be going back to the thermal control center anytime soon. Oh, there's a light fixture. There's also one over here, though. Oh, I guess we can run. There's nothing really stopping us from running. Oh, more fish. Hello. Oh. No, that's a dumb ladder. Can't climb that. So, do we want them all to find us? Because that one's not even talking. Or are they just going to request more structure gel from us? Hi there. Are you actively looking for me? Are you here to murder me? My vision doesn't seem to like this very much. So I'm going to assume I need to avoid him. Hey, the buddy. Don't mind me. Just gonna get out of your way. I'm back. What I miss? We're just underwater now, I guess. We can breathe somehow, and I'm not quite certain how. Also, there seem to be robot fish that need structure gel. Well, this is another door for us, at least. For another door I can't open. Oy. So then, we can't do anything with that. Can I go up? Come on, give me a jump button. You're not gonna let me go up? This one isn't locked, but I guess we need an actual shuttle to get in there, because it probably provides some form of airlock. And the manual buttons out here are just useless, I guess. Rude. Boy. Well, at least the stream's going by semi-quickly, at least. Because it's like 10 o'clock now, right? Or did I read that? Oh, scaled. Oh, I thought that said seaweed. God, you can tell that I'm just trying to keep myself sane during this. Anyways, hey buddy. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go over here. Since nothing seems to be working for me. Are all of these gonna turn on as I get close? I guess so. Weird. I guess I need to keep an eye out for like a power source or something. Just so that way I can open up one of these doors. A lot of barnacles growing on these. That does not seem like a good thing. Is this important? No. So far, no. Really weird game to try and figure out, but sure, light fixture there. Then another one of these pumps here, but this one has lights on it. But nothing we can click on or do anything with. Huh. Okay. So then, game, what do you want from me here? We've got things around, but nothing's really screaming at me of what we need to do other than the fish. Need something? Do you want me to run in front of... Oh. Well, you seem like you're having fun. Why is the music changing? Game. Why is the music changing? Do I not want to go by the robot fish? Or is it telling me I need to get into this thing? Do we actually have a way of getting into this thing? Is a better question. I don't know, so let's just jump up there. Which it's not looking like it wants us to do. Hey there, Jasper, welcome back. I'm confused at the moment, but I imagine the point of a horror game is to not tell you where you're going so you can figure out, which makes sense. Oh, just bubbles. No, that's just Upsilon again. Oh. Yeah, that puts us back to this guy. Hey, buddy. I can't... Jesus. Jasper. I'm glad this isn't a live view cam. My webcam can't thankfully pick up the fidgets that I'm getting during those. But welcome back and enjoy your lurking. It's definitely going interestingly, I'll say that much. Mainly because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Again? Leah, like, if I'm doing something wrong, you're allowed to tell me. Because, like, I don't play horror games for a reason. You can see the mouse shake, though. That's through, admittedly. I guess you can tell. Yeah, Leah, like, if you're just noticing I'm doing something stupid and wrong, by all means tell me. I'm clearly not intelligent when I'm playing this. Save the poor trapped robot, you soulless bastard. I would like... Oh, wait, rocks. I can pick up the rocks off of it. Why did I think I could unbury it? I'm coming, buddy. I think. Was it this way? No. No, this was not the way. That was the way to that. For some reason, I didn't think I could do anything about that, but yeah, we can breathe. I'm assuming we can lift a rock. We just gotta find the Upsilon path again. Where was that? No, it's not that. Those are just pumps. Where was the path back to that BB bot boy? There we go. There we go. Hey, buddy. Sorry about that. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb, apparently. Hey there. What do you got for us? And what are you going to do, I guess is a better question. Hey there. Buddy, you want to say something or do something? Unless you're just gonna follow us. In which case, that doesn't really help me. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Oh. I guess he's saved? Sure? Or is he the guy who has the gel, and I need to, like, lead him to the other fish? Hold up. Are you gonna follow me? You are gonna follow me. Okay. So you look like you have a small injector thingy. Let's go and lead you to the other robot fish here, just to see what happens. At least, I'm assuming he's still over here. Yeah. Hey there, buddy. Oh, you're saying something different now. Are you gonna... Are you gonna do anything about that? Oh. No, but... Can I get close? I do? Okay, I guess it wasn't him. Weird, though. Oh. Well, that's not good.
This is serious.
I know it's serious. I don't know what's going on, buddy. I've been here for a while now.
No one needs to get hurt.
Yeah, no one needs to get hurt. Okay, is he just gonna guilt trip me then? I'm aware of pronouns. I don't know how to save you, friend. Are we just gonna have a cavalcade of robot fish following us? I guess we're just gonna have a cavalcade of robot fish following us. Because I'm assuming he's still following. Oh. No, he just stops following after a while. Alright, so, little robot friend, I guess, is going to help us with X? Question? I guess let's see where we can bring him, and see what he does. Is he gonna deal with... Like, he didn't deal with that fish, obviously. But can he deal with the doors at all? Or can you deal with anything over here? He does at least give us a flashlight, so that's always very helpful of him. But what do we do with him is the question. I'm gonna just bring him to one of the doors and see what happens, to be honest. I like how you like calling them fish. I mean, they're underwater robots. Fish seems like the most appropriate term for them, at least. So then what about you? You got anything for us, or... No, you're just gonna run away. Okay. Also, this angry red tower. You got any thoughts on that, buddy? Guess not. But let's see. Does Robot Fish help us with the door at all? Hey, buddy. Follow me. Do you help us with the door at all? Oh, he does. He just touched open the door for us. Cool. Don't look at welding, by the way, kids. That tends to burn your retinas out. But hey, there we go.
Well, thanks, little guy.
Open. Oh, I can just manually do it. Thanks. Oh, later, buddy. Thank you for opening the door for us. Yay, it's all underwater. That means it's going to be harder for you guys to see. That's lovely. It's like Omni tool. Then we can seal and flush. Hey, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, just a few barnacles. It's only been underwater for God. Ooh, the game chugged a little bit there.
Let's hope the shuttle still works.
Cool. We are back inside. You probably can't see a damn thing, can you? That's honestly fine. I can't really hide it. Oh.
Where did I get a flashlight?
Okay, never mind. Slight problem solved. There's a flashlight. Although that's a mite bit concerning. And I guess we'll disconnect for more information, sure.
Jackie, come in, Theta.
Hi there.
What? I can't. Where are you now? Strasky! I'm at the shuttle, but it's not looking good. The lights flicker like mad. I think the power regulator is broken.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Well,
I have to fix it. I don't want to get stranded halfway to Theta. What was that?
oh, they're dealing with a problem.
Don't worry, I'll fix it. Somehow.
Okay, cool. So I guess we need to manually fix the thing. Beat Soma. Should be a website for how long is Soma. Main story is 9 hours, so we'll probably finish it within October. Hopefully, as long as I don't fuck up too hard. So, let's see here. This isn't a good setup at all. I guess... Love the earth shaking. Insufficient power. Still insufficient power. Okay. Oh. That stuttered. And I don't like the fact that that stuttered. Huh. 5 streams of Soma? No, if it's 9 hours, it'll probably be 3 or 4. So, hopefully we just finish this in October, and we won't have to worry about any more of that. So insufficient power means that I would need to turn the power back on somehow. The game is also chugging in places, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because that would mean it's loading in something in the back. Which is not a good sign at all. I guess we're gonna see if we can turn on the power again, boys and girls, and non-binary folks alike. Okay, that's just the black sludge stripping. That's pretty normal. Maintenance. Yeah, that seems like what we need right now. Boys and girls and non-binary girls. Yeah, that works. but it took me 10, so I guess 5 by your face. I guess we'll have to see. I don't plan on taking this too slowly. Don't like that sound. That makes it sound like something's breathing over here. Oh, that's an artificial lung keeping someone alive. Well, that's a good sign. Or can we still...
Hey, are you...
Don't hurt me.
Oh, it's her. What's going on? Upsilon shuttle station, power supply reserve, space system power, track shuttle offline. Ooh. Okay, so to activate the shuttle, we have to kill her. Is that what it's telling us? Because we kept Carl semi-alive, but... Oops. No, stay up here, friend. So...
Can I help?
They
Keep
won't let
talking.
me die.
Oh.
Nothing is allowed to die.
What happened?
An accident. Fixing the power. I was going to Theta.
Anything I can do?
If you see Masters or Holland, tell them I need help. Okay? Amy needs help.
I don't think I'm gonna find anyone like that, Amy. So we have what looks like one option. We can unplug Amy, and we can use the shuttle. And for some reason, the robot is keeping her alive with an artificial lung. That's kind of terrifying, actually. Do we realistically have any other option right now? Because this is the only path available to us. I mean, I'll take a look, because, I mean, we didn't have to kill Carl to get here. Nothing's saying we have to kill Amy to progress. I don't think. I guess we'll see. But she did also say, don't hurt me and this thing won't let me die? So what happens if we revisit here? Does talking with her change anything over here? Or are we just kind of stuck? We need to unplug her because everyone's basically dead at this rate anyways. I guess we do also have this. Should we realistically be touching these things? Oh.
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
Oh. Interesting.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Wait, what? What do you mean it doesn't hurt anymore? Oh, okay. That doesn't provide context, game. What do you mean it doesn't hurt anymore? Are those things just heal points in case monsters did attack you? Huh. Don't fall in the traps or the trains will murder you. Okay, understood. Oh. I guess we just can't open the tram just yet. At all? Yeah, not at all. And doesn't look like we can jump over the railing to get onto the other side. I'm going to assume we can't do that here either, right? Yeah, the tram's kind of filling up the entire walkway. Doesn't look like we're gonna get anything other than just killing Amy, to be honest. Oh. Well, this is openable. I'm not sure it's a good idea to open this, but this is openable. Let's see here. We've got some gasoline. We've got what looks like an iPad. Manifest. Manifest to the shuttle beach. Epsilon B to Theta priority. Let's see. Heather has report helper kit and auto inflator. Well, I mean, I'm sure that some people would be curious about the auto inflator. On this morning of January 12th, the Comet of Telos crashed in the Pacific. The impact's rank as one of the largest collisions ever recorded on Earth. All of evidence indicates that the surface has gone completely barren and is no longer able to sustain life. Well then, that's a good sign. I guess that explains why everyone's underwater. I don't know, was that a inflation joke? I'll let you decide. I was gonna say clowns. Let's see here. All evidence indicates that the surface has gone completely barren and is no longer able to sustain life. Pathos 2's unique location has provided unparalleled safety for our staff. Some structural damage has to be noted, but no casualties reported. The largest loss was the weather and communications station located on the surface platform, which makes sense. Admittedly, the entire surface is barren now, which, under the circumstances, is a small price. They will hold an emergency meeting to discuss the future of Pathos 2 and ultimately mankind. More on the matter will follow. Yay! We've missed a few things. And we just read that. Video? Play?
I guess it's a good thing we never had any kids. Or enough looking my parents in the eyes.
Okay, this is more so an audio log, but sure.
I'm guessing someone will help him send you a message somehow. I mean, I hope they will.
Now.
Hell, I'm not even sure you'll get this message. If you do, I want you to know I never blamed you for following your dreams.
Aw.
It just...
Well, that's nice of you, Dominic.
I was just mad it didn't fit better with what I imagined our lives would be.
Oh.
I really wanted the picket fence, big family, you know.
Oh.
I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Okay, Dominic, I guess, didn't want to worry about life too much, but rest in peace, buddy.
From you, I regret nothing. I'm happy. And I really wish I was able to say this without the sky falling down.
Oh. Oh, his,
I love you, Amy.
Oh.
I always have. And always will.
Well then, did we actually get Dominic's last name by chance? Doesn't look like it. Do I just put it back? I feel like this would be better to give to Amy herself, but... Aw, look at that. They're all very good at drawing so far. Or at least whoever's leading these notes is very good at drawing. Although this has been here for a while, so... I think we kinda have to unplug Amy. I think that's the only option we have. And y'all did say this game was gonna make you sad, so... Well... Let's just see here. Hey, Amy. I found a note from your, possible boyfriend, or at least he wanted to. That's not pretty. Do we have any new dialogue with her by chance, or... We don't have new dialogue with her. I don't think we have an option here, to be honest with you. It kind of feels like we have to do this. And it looks like both of them are connected to her. So you kind of have to make her suffer a little bit to actually get this working. That's an uncomfortable feeling. Alright, let's be monsters.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, buddy. We really don't have a choice at this point. Yeah, she's dead, Jim. Sorry about that. Let's see here. How dark is it in here now? Fairly. That's a good sign. Don't worry, kids. We'll go back to the yellow light. And hope to God nothing kills us in the process. And I guess I'll keep an ear out in case there's a monster in here. Question mark? Oh, Jesus. Well, at least people are getting good use out of the sound alerts this time. They've been untouched for a while now. Look, it says it's you, and I know it's you. It is very clearly you. Alright then, power off. Yay, lights. Lights are on. I'm sure this is a good sign. I would use them more if the panel worked for me. Yeah, that's true. I guess we can't go into here, but this is open now. So, door. And then, does that just auto-open? No. That one just auto-opens for now. Oh, Liz. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening so far. Yeah, no worries about there. Links are kind of blocked in my channel anyways. But welcome, welcome, listen, Raiders. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening so far. My name is Jude, your judicially affiliated droid Mark III, here to provide folks, usually with company time. I figured since it's October, we are going to be in more of a spooky mood, so I decided to torture myself by playing Soma. But how are you doing, Liz? And how did your arc go? Let's see, the floodable airlock? Adaptable pipes is the only thing that's available. I don't like that. Anything on the back of it? No? Okay, fine. But hopefully everyone's having a good time. Usually I do try my best to keep things comfy, but this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Whoops. Let's see here. Do we actually have... I guess we just need to go for it. Right? Bump. Oh, we just have a full travel situation. Okay, that works. Yeah, and I figured Soma would be the best option for now, because it's probably going to be scary enough that it'll still freak me the hell out, but hopefully not too scary. Went good, I have completed hair. Ah, very nice. And I have figured out a good method for textures. Ah, very good, very good. Admittedly, the fun of getting your model together. Oh.
Your expressway to the stars.
Why are we getting this? We're the driver.
Thermal mining operation in the 60s has now become home to the Omega
Oh.
space clan.
We've got a while to go. Okay, cool. I guess this is lore then. But what was your method for texturing then, Les? Because I know I should probably update this model a little bit myself, but...
projectiles without risk of damaging the payload with risky combustion.
This video is breaking substantially. It almost feels like we're on MySpace again. Yeah, this is my first time playing a horror game. Not for being young, but because I don't like horror games. So don't mind if I get a wee bit jittery during this, because this is a new experience for me. If I save it in Blender, I can open it in Great and when I save it, I can reload it in Blender and it'll update easy. That's not too bad. I haven't actually put any work into Blender just yet, so I can't say I've been able to figure out all the controls in that regard, but... track obstructed? Oh. Oh, good. Yay! Yay, our Omni tool's in that train. I kinda need that Omni tool. Hello, game. Oh. Oh, okay. We didn't actually get kicked out. Deploying emergency brakes? Dude, your brakes are slow as all hell. The automatic door's broken, so we're gonna need to actually use the manual one. Is that it? No? Don't like the fact that my vision is going out. Oh. That's it. Oh. Well, that's one way to do it. Cool, so how fucked are we then? That's at least giving us a backlight, but our vision is quite screwed up right now. I guess we're just walking the rest of the way. I'm taking this. Just in case. There's a phone call? Why are you calling this?
Simon, are you there?
Hi.
Catherine, is that you? I was on my way, but then the shuttle train, it fucking crashed.
Are you alright? The system says the section is sealed for suspected hull breach.
No, I'm not alright. What the hell happened to the world?
Yeah,
Why are we
Catherine.
Well,
What's going on? Yeah, we are.
Don't worry about that
What's
right
up, place, Catherine? Please help us out.
You're so close to Lambda. If you just keep going.
Can't even drive a shuttle? No, he probably took the bus to go to the doctor's office before, to be honest.
Stop to protect the overall structure from collapsing. What you need to find is your section's maintenance hatch. It'll lead outside.
Maintenance
What?
hatch. No problem.
Maintenance patch?
I gotta go. See you soon, Simon.
Okay. Later, Catherine.
Catherine? You okay?
Catherine, please don't leave us alone. Not yet, at least. I'm taking my fire extinguisher, and you can't stop me. But let's see here. We need to find the maintenance hatch. Well, that looks to be it. But then, what's over here, then? Are we not supposed to go over here? Because there's a glowy thing over here. I'm assuming we need to go over here at some point. Looks Simon's a dummy with literal brain damage. I'm being very nice. That is true. That is true. Simon had to go through a lot. Also, there's another one of these things. I really do not know what the significance of these is yet. But clearly putting my fist in them seems to be helping us a little bit. Oh. Oh, that was not a good idea. Okay, noted. Going to the maintenance hatch. Don't worry about me. The thing with the generic healing cross symbol? Oh. Yeah, it's a healing point, Jude. You're a dummy. Oh. Hey look, there's light. That's coming from what I assume is a pod lamp. So let's just keep climbing. Hey look, that barnacles. That's not the sun. So what do we got? We've got a door. Sure. Can we open that? Cool. Oh. That's a good sign. It's a good thing we're not a human right now. Bloop. Well, I guess that makes sense, but... Rest in peace to Simon. He's not exactly having a good time with this. Alright, so now we can swim. Whoops. The game... Oh. The game seems to have a slight issue with stuttering whenever it needs to load something. That's probably gonna not do us very good favor at all either. Oh, you just get a little confused when scared. I do, admittedly. Because I'm not used to being scared. I do try to keep my situations fairly safe for the most part so that I don't have to worry about it. Because unbeknownst to you guys...
I can find Lambda, right?
Whoops.
I mean, really, how big can this ocean be?
Dude, don't say that. Don't fly the red flag. But if it's not super surprising, I'm a very nervous person. I keep pocket knives around, even in my apartment. I am a very nervous and scared person. Although I think that's also a combination of just I like the fact of feeling cold metal. So that's just kind of a handy way to keep that available at all times. But that's fine. What you're saying is you need to be playing horror games to build up tolerance. Technically, that's what I'm saying. Am I going to do that? Probably not. But technically, that is what I'm saying. Actually, no. The last horror experience that I had was watching Candyman with someone. I forgot about that movie. Because I'm not sure if that actually counts as horror, to be completely honest with you. And I think Candyman was the name. It was kind of a B-movie horror film where what was it? It was this girl looking into urban legends and urban stories, and there was just this guy who you kind of summoned like Beetlejuice, but he was basically Freddy Krueger, almost, with less scarring. I thought Candyman was a comedy. I'm not sure. I would need to double check the name of that movie, to be honest. But it was like a really B-movie horror film where it's just cheesy. It's not like super high production value. It's just there to exist, which isn't inherently a bad thing. But that was the last horror thing that I had when I was hanging out with a friend. And that friend admittedly liked cuddles, so that's kind of why it was fine to watch, since I was at least by someone. Let's see. Hey, that looks like their symbol. Oh. 350 meters away? Jesus. Okay. I guess we still got a ways to go then. Yeah, Candyman would have been, at least if I'm remembering the movie title right, Candyman would have been the last horror experience I've actually dealt with. Because I don't really have scary movies to watch either. I don't think, at least. I'd have to open up my DVD binder and actually check, but I feel like I've been... Oh, crap. I feel like I've been delaying the inevitable for a while now, so I probably should just play the game just so that we're not here for too long. Can I pick those up? Oh. Oh, Lambda. Cool. A broken sign for Lambda, but Lambda all the same. Oh. Why is there a chair out here? Weird. Oh. Yay, one of these needy robot boys. That's good. Don't suppose you'll leave me alone if I just walk past you. Yeah, don't worry about that, buddy. I'm sure everyone gets thirsty.
What's making that noise?
Don't mind me. Oh. Is it actually a... Uh-oh. Oh, he's got tendrils. Noted, he's got tendrils. Okay, noted. Robot fish is bad. I was so used to the other robot fish just staying away from me, I didn't think any of them would actively be trying to hunt me down if they saw me. Ooh boy, problem. So, noted, stay away from the robot fish. That is our fail point. That is why we have such a long walk to get back to Lambda, because things will actively kill us if they spot us. Noted. But I guess we can run away from that guy at least. So I guess we'll have to be careful about any of the future robot fish coming up. Also sucks that we have to walk and they can just swim. Well, here's a door, I think. Yeah, door to Lambda. But, can I open that? Apparently.
Where Catherine is.
Interesting. I'm going to just avoid that robot fish back there for now. Because so far I don't see a point of needing to complete this game at all. Alright, Catherine. We were talking with you before, but where are you now? Chasing Catherine. Good achievement name. Just some dive suits and a look into the outside. That is some very thick glass. Anything we can peruse in here? No. And also looks like no? Okay. Okay, hold up. That's not... Well, Catherine might be dead, folks. Catherine might be dead. And whatever just killed her is right there. Yeah.
Catherine?
Be quiet! Don't look at it!
What do you mean, don't look at it? What am I not looking at? Okay. I'm not looking at that. Noted. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Don't look at it, and maybe it won't kill you. That was really well timed, Non. That was too well timed. Thank you. You think it's safe to come out now? I think it's safe to come out now.
Are you there? I'm hurt.
I'm coming, Catherine. Don't mind me. I'm not sure where this thing got off to. What? I swear the voice was coming from in here.
Simon, right here.
Oh.
No,
Hi,
not
Catherine.
You two. I was really hoping you were human.
Don't let the circuitry fool you. I was human once.
Wait,
I can't
what?
take it anymore. This is... everything's fucked. I give up. There's nothing left.
Calm down. It's not the end of the world.
So,
You sure?
they
Sure as hell
actively
looks like it. For all I
translated
know, there's no
themselves
one
into
left except
robots?
for me.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I meant any humans left except for me.
Have you looked at yourself lately? You're a walking, talking diving suit with some electronics slapped on for good measure.
I don't...
You don't want to think about it? We'll start thinking about it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this. I want out.
Before you do anything
Okay,
nasty,
noted.
could you
We're in a
help
bit
me
of a
some?
problem.
What?
I was trying to find out what happened with my project when that brute knocked me to the ground.
Oh.
Project? How could anything possibly matter when you know you're a stupid robot in a stupid dead world?
Okay, focus. I need you to fix me so I can get back to work. Then you can sulk as much as you want.
You gotta be kidding, right? I think I have a better chance of building myself a time machine than of putting you back together.
I just need to access the computer. Oh, is that an Omnitool you're carrying?
Yeah.
The door opener?
Yeah.
I picked it up at Upsilon where I woke up.
That'll have to do. Plug it into the terminal.
Sure, whatever.
Sure. Plug it into the terminal.
When the Omnitool is loaded, just plug my Cortex chip into the tool.
What's a
Oh.
Cortex chip?
It will be obvious. I'll eject it for you. Just
That's
grab the
actually
chip
cool.
and slide it into the Omnitool.
So where do
Come
we...
on, I just need you to do this one thing for me.
Where do we insert Omnitool? Where do we insert Omnitool? Oh, right here, in the obvious Omnitool thing. Okay. There we go.
Terminal 27.
Elmirin. That's
The
definitely not her
Omnitool
name.
is ready now. Should be easy enough. Just pick up the chip and slide it into the Omnitool.
Why does
The
a
chip?
robot chip fit a door opener?
It's standardized connector.
Catherine?
Oh.
Alright. Let's give this a try.
Well, I just unplugged her in the middle of her speech. Whoopsie daisy. So what do you want me to do, game? Or was that not her? Or chip? Or did I just completely miss it? Oh, I just completely missed it. Whoopsie daisy. I'm not too dumb. Don't worry about me.
Custom Cortex chip found. Shutting down Helper Jane.
Oh.
Have a nice day.
Later, Helper Jane.
Just pretty much anything
Oh.
will fit. Oh, this feels weird.
Oh, hi,
I'm
Catherine.
in the Omnitool? Thanks.
Welcome.
So, what's the project about?
My project. Oh, well, I saved all the people on the station.
It's important you'll actually pick it up with your hands. Yeah.
We were going to
Yeah,
launch it into
noted.
space to save it from, well, all of this.
Are you telling me that you were going to launch a computer world filled with people into space?
Yes.
If it just floats around,
It
it's
was
not
just a
important.
pet
Yeah.
project at first, but it got
Yeah,
really
I'm
serious
starting
after
to
the
realize
plankton
that
at the
fact.
surface. Then
At
suddenly
least
it
we
became
have
very important,
a
and it was officially
companion.
named the Ark.
That's better than nothing, right?
How far did you get?
I don't know. That version of me that I am. It came from a scan I did pretty early on. The living Catherine could very well have finished the project and launched it. I guess she could even still be alive. Weird
Oh.
thought.
So the talking
That's a
robots,
possibility.
are they also scans you did?
They could be, but I doubt it. I'd expect much more sense if that was the case. All right, silent.
What's happening?
What's
I managed
up,
to
Catherine
restore some
Bot?
data from the backup server. This should tell us everything we need.
Oh, cool.
Oh. Could you do me a favor and run into the other room and have a look? I don't seem to be able to view the files in this condition. I need to know that the Ark is safe.
Catherine.
Kath.
Thanks. I'll unlock the door for you.
Thank you, Catherine. Can I take my
What was he said before?
No.
You're from Toronto?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just went in for a brain scan and suddenly here I am.
That
So,
doesn't make any
what's going
sense.
on?
Why would anyone bring a scan from Toronto?
You think that's strange? If I tell you it
Oh.
was back in 2015.
Yeah, that's also an issue. Okay. So we did definitely die then, if all of this is actually true. But that's concerning. Wait, you clipped that? What did you clip? The stupid moment of me just completely bypassing her thing? Let's see what's over here then. Are we going to get ambushed?
Don't make any sense of it.
You say something?
Oh,
Sorry, still trying to figure out how you got here.
you trying to put the
Got it.
box on the enemy
I'd
tool?
really like to know if thought sending a Canadian to the bottom of the sea
I
was a
suppose
good
that's
idea.
fair. Blue squiggly things so far have not been good for us. Noted. Let's see here.
What are you doing? Be careful.
I didn't do anything. Oh god, there's a robot there. Why is there a robot fish trying to break the glass? Robot fish, go away. Stop trying to do that, please and thank you. Please. Stop that.
Careful. I think it's back. Keep your eyes peeled.
I thought the point was to not look at it. Hello. Anyone over here? Doesn't look like it yet. Yet being the operative term.
What happened before? That creature was strangely overbearing.
Yeah, it basically exploded with electromagnetism.
That's bad for us, right?
Confusing at least. Gives the senses a good punch.
Move you over there. So then, where can we go then? Because if it's back... Did I just completely miss what I was supposed to do? Alright, I've got a flashlight. Noted. Ah, hey there, what's up? Welcome, welcome. You get to see me try to figure out a horror game. And I can assure you it is not going well whatsoever. I don't know about you, but things don't seem very operative around here. Yeah, they don't seem super operative right now. But we're doing our best. And I can't really fault it for that. So where exactly... Oh. Oh, is that just a washroom? That is just a washroom.
What happened to the tower and the dock and the welcome center?
Everything seems destroyed.
This place is ruins. All the cameras show static. It's so strange.
Why do I feel like Catherine is just going to, like, functionally suicide herself at some point? Oh, yellow light? Is that what she needed? The robot pit just seems to be gone. No, you're not what we need. That glass is broken. Am I? Oh, no, that's just the key. That's a fridge. Noted.
Catherine?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Hmm. I think this is just cafeteria. Is this not what she wanted? I'm going to assume this isn't what she wanted. At least not yet. Oh, hold up. Let's see. Chris, stayed up all night seems like a waste to sleep. I got the TV on the background, the newscasters coming in the incoming comment like they were counting down for New Year's Eve. Notes messed up, wishing you were here with me. Alright, we can do it this way. Just so we can actually see it. Let's see here. I suppose if anything is chance to survive this thing, it would be you guys below the waves. I hope you're able to go on if it's about a life worth living. Looks like the shit's about to hit the fan. I better hit send before the shockwave reaches us. I'm so proud of you, boy. Dad. This ain't spoopy.
There's really no way around this. A freaking comet killed the planet.
Afraid so.
You were all stranded down here.
And
Medicine.
we were the lucky ones.
What? Okay, I guess there's medicine in there if we need it. Jesus. The cooldown of that is not long enough whatsoever. Also, Catherine, I seem to be kind of dumb. Where am I going? Oh, unless you mean here. These two are locked before. I said this ain't spoopy, I had to respond. You did. You did.
Just check the computer.
And I was proven
Yes,
wrong.
for anything about the Ark.
Well, data recovered. Arc. Look, Leah, I scare easily, okay? I'm a bit of a baby about that. Opinion poll? Let's see.
Are you excited about the Ark?
This doesn't seem important.
At first, I couldn't really see the point of it.
Hmm.
Then I thought, why shouldn't we, right?
Let's see. What else can we find here?
See if you can find out where.
Small piece of ourselves? Why
Hmm.
wouldn't we do that? So you are in favor then?
I'm not really sure what that means just yet.
We do this.
Alright, well, these... Whoops. No, that's the back button. Let's see. The Ark environments.
Inside the Ark?
Yes. That's some early renders of the world inside.
Well, that's not
Whole
too
lot
shabby,
cooler
at
than this
least.
place.
Also, the fact that it's renderings, too. So this is functionally just the three-dimensional worlds that they had set up. God damn it. That's the back button. Arc schematics. So they download people's thoughts and they put it in a database. That's all going to be compounded into a, basically, computer. Then all of that is going into a satellite. And all there. This game is just an ad for 5-Gum. Maybe. That is kind of what it sounded like beforehand. Welcome. For reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. This is a survey designed to give the developers a better understanding of your subject experience and how to improve your well-being. Please continue with the survey. Wow, we actually have to take a survey in here. We can't. Can we actually answer I feel normal? Why is that red? Why is that red? I feel invigorated, a better version of myself. I feel alien. I'm a visitor inside another body. I feel fake, no longer a real person. Why is that red? Saying I feel normal feels like it'll break something. I feel fake, no longer real. Oh, it's red because that's what I have selected. Okay. Noted. How would you describe your mental condition? I feel altered, changing character. I feel lost. I feel disconnected. I'm not really sure what's going on here. And how would you describe your senses? I feel more sensitive to and aware of my surroundings. Technically true. I feel blocked as if my senses are numb. That's not true. I'm lacking one or more of my natural senses. We haven't been able to test that. But I'm more sensitive. How would you describe the sensation of your new condition? It's pleasant. Game. Game, why is that the first option? I don't like it, something's wrong, it's disconcerting, everything feels constructed, depressing, I can't shake the feeling of it all being fake. Something is wrong. Are you troubled by the fact you're no longer strictly human? Yes. How can I get reported? Like, how many years? 90 years and 80 years into the future? Dude isn't into transhumanism, good to know. Well, it's more so I'm just confused at this rate. I am clearly into transhumanism, considering, like, hi, welcome, but in this sense, that's definitely a little bit awkward. How do you perceive your new existence? Like, I physically chose to be a robot. We didn't choose to be a robot here. It's a direct continuation of my previous self, not a chance. Like a new chapter in my life, technically. It's like being born over again, complete do-over. Technically also true. As pleasant as the last thing I'm feeling right now. Oh, you're doing that RP thing. Oh. No, I'm more so just thinking about the point of the game compared to everything else. But, like, transhumanism is fine if there's fucking consent. But this isn't consent. We just had a brain scan and they're using it, at least from what the game is hinting at so far and directly telling us. The game, that brain scan that they took in 2015 was saved, put on this arc, and then it got uploaded into a diving suit somehow during all of the mess of this happening. Something completely different has nothing to do with my previous self. That's technically true. Do you think this new existence will be a life worth living? Yes, but with less meaning. That's mean. Maybe we can find a new sense of meaning in this world? Yeah, that seems like a good answer. Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? Wow! Does that give you a game over? Huh. No. Your answer has been saved thanks for participating in the ARC team. And then the ARC tracker. Like this sector.
Homed in on the arc.
Interesting.
Oh, that's clever. I wonder if I thought of that. Does it still work? I really need to know what happened to it.
Did you read the fine print on the brain scan? It probably is in there.
Where
No,
is it?
unfortunately we didn't. It all seems fairly sketchy.
Please let it be safe.
Is ARC. Oh, I actually just needed to click one. So we've just got a world map then? So where do we want to check? We may as well just check Canada, right? We're from Canada. Maybe it's in... No? Okay, it's not here. No, that was a misclick. Try it again. What about West Coast Canada? No? So you doubted Dr. Munshi just because he was still earning his doctorate, but look at what he did. He kept my brain scan from 2015, is what he did. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing just yet. Oh. Okay, apparently we're in... Huh. Weird. Is it in Omicron? No. What about here? No. I'm assuming... Yeah, it's not there. Apparently it's within Tau. And then I guess we just need to focus it down. I'm just gonna guess near the bottom. No? That means we're cold. No? Looks like it's there. Interesting. True, but it worked. I mean,
I found it.
He
It's
got
on
a brain
site named
scan.
Tau.
Oh,
I can't really argue against that.
Earth. It's so close to Phi, they almost made it.
Oh.
Damn it, it won't make it for long in that state. A couple of decades at most.
Mm-hmm.
That's not much to build a future.
No, it's not.
Could we get on the ark?
I suppose, but I'm not exactly flexible at the moment.
I mean, I can bring you there, but I guess we have the rough game plan of where we need to get to then.
I'll take us there. I can move, jump, swim, sort of. You're stuck in the door opener, the Omni tool. I'll just carry you there and you'll show me what to do.
That sounds really risky. Besides, I don't like the idea of you carrying me around.
Oh, come on, Catherine.
This is what you wanted to do, your final mission. Let's launch the ark.
We would need to find a way to get into the Abyss. Can't take the climber without a power suit.
Wait, power suit?
We probably have to go to Theta and pray that Dunbat's still working.
Okay, so we go to Theta.
I don't know, it's pretty far.
Catherine, Look around.
I mean, what else are you gonna do here,
What else is
Catherine?
there to do?
Really?
Maybe there's still a working shuttle train that can take us to Theta.
I doubt it.
Just have a look around. Push comes to shove, I'll walk there.
Okay then, I'll just eject from this thing. Don't forget to take me with you.
I won't forget.
Oh, I'm sure this is going to go fantastically. Also, the Brute doesn't seem to be around.
Don't forget to take me along. The Omnitool.
I'm coming, don't worry. I think that's a Healy point. Okay. Sure, don't worry, Catherine, I'm coming. Hopefully. Without any provocation. Hey there, I'm back.
Can I pull the Omni tool out?
Wait. Okay, just be sure to plug me in again at some point.
You got it.
Good luck,
Gotcha. Alright, welcome to the Omni tool, Catherine. The fact that it's stuttered and loaded there isn't a good sign, but I guess we're just going to find Theta now and not dying. It also feels darker with that unplugged, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. I do kind of wonder about our friend, the Brute. Yeah, we do have a flashlight, but I feel like the flashlight can notify things. Like the Brute that we're dealing with. I guess we don't have much of a choice, do we? Especially since we didn't exactly have, like, a road to there. Oh. We don't need a road to there. We've got a broken window. Oh. No, I can't throw that. Noted. So. Okay. A chair is not enough to break that. I guess that's kind of just telling us that, we can't just chuck our way out of here. So, does that mean I need to just walk back outside from where I came in the first place? And then we just need to adventure in the open waters? Because that looks like it closed. No, that's green. That's openable. Okay. I'm going to assume we need to do this, so... I guess back in we go. And hope for the best. What time is it? Looks like we've got about half an hour left. Alright. Back out in open waters we go. So I guess that means we need to go over to Theta, but which direction do we go for that? Oh, is that not an angry fish? I thought this was an angry fish, which is why I avoided it. Oops. This looks like a shuttle. Oh. We can open that, apparently. I'm not sure what the benefit of this is, but we can open it. Can I... No, come back down. No, come back down, buddy. I said come back down. It's not that hard. Oh, the barnacles are stopping it from closing again. That's good. So, what do we got?
What? What is this? Curie Emergency Vessel 4.
Hey, cool, we
Hey,
found
Simon,
something
can you
good.
hear me?
I hear you. Can you get this thing running?
Hang on, I'll give it a try.
Oh, well that's good enough. Thank you, Catherine. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Sorry, it's dead.
Oh.
Worth a shot?
The CV came from Curie. It was a ship that used to make runs between Lambda and Lisbon. Looks like their wreck is close. Maybe you can find a vessel like this one inside.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just save the security information and update the Omnitool. There. Should help you get around.
Great.
Thank you, Catherine. Okay, so I guess we've got an objective at least, but... what does that do with the rest of this? I guess we're just going this way. But the flashlight's not really going to help us too much in open waters, so I guess we're just going to need to be careful about the fish. Like him. Unless that's our good friend. That kind of looks like the good friend. But I think we don't need to deal with him just yet. Let's see, what else is around here? Well, I mean, that's a pathway we can take. That's at least marked for it. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling the robot boys in the water fish, just because that seems like the best way to actually refer to them as. Oh, what? Excuse me? What? Game? You can't just have something angrily stomp at me when I don't know what's around me. What? What the hell was that? Hello? I don't like the sound of that. And I feel like I'm walking right towards it. Well, there's a red light at least. That's possibly a good sign. That does kind of look like the wreck, though. Yeah, that looks like a broken ship. Sure, let's see if this is what we're looking for. Let's see if we can actually get inside. Sure. We'll just swipe and see if we can get in. Yay. Although that does kind of mean there's a monster in this ship. Oh. There kind of has to be. It looks like this has been underwater for a while too, so... Hello? Anybody in here? I hope the answer to that is no. And I guess we can climb that. That's a good sign. Into ventilation shafts, of course, because what kind of game wouldn't do this to you? Although, the significance of this is lost on me now. Where do you want us to go exactly? Oh, this way. I was about to say, that looks like the way we're supposed to go, but... Just a metal plate, okay. I don't think I can... Jesus. Non. Ooh, that scare button was a mistake. But it kind of should be here for October, at least. But I think just because of how I'm reacting to this, I'm probably not going to play horror games past Soma. Because if this one's not even supposed to be, like, supremely scary, and I'm already getting these kinds of problems because of it, doesn't sound good for my health. And you think it's perfect. Well, I'm glad you think it's perfect. I'm just trying to make sure not to hurt myself. What? Game, why am I freaking out? Oh! That's why I'm freaking out. Okay, noted. Noted. Not cool, game. That was hard enough for me to see. I'm glad I'm doing great for your guys' entertainments at least. I just don't want to physically hurt myself, is the main thing. Because I think I mentioned the twitching thing I had before from having too much energy. I just want to make sure I don't upstart the twitching again by being too scared. But I guess 4 hours a night of this is probably going to at least help with limiting how much this actually hurts. So good to know Big Scary Boy is up here. I guess he kind of managed to escape that facility somehow. So I need to keep an eye out for him, apparently. I don't know how, but I guess we'll keep an eye out for him. Oh yeah, because the sound alerts have like a 60-second cooldown on them, don't they? So admittedly, the sound alerts are going to cause problems if you can do that every minute. That might be a smart idea to extend that for October. Because if you're doing that every minute, it probably will cause a physical problem on my side. It's still fine to do, just continuously probably not safe. Well then, that's not threatening at all. Is that where I'm going? Oh, no, I am walking right now. So then what's over here? Yeah, but how often does it really get spammed? Well, it'll depend on who's paying attention to it, really. There might be someone who ends up just camping that button every minute just to get it off, but... Oops. I keep thinking control is the run button. Oh. Yeah, I guess this is kind of what we need. Oh. The time doesn't count. I was AFK and didn't know Non just did it. That's fair. That's fair, Leah. Well, that's just a fence. There's a red light over there, though. So I'm assuming this thing is what we need to get into, right? Yeah, that looks like something we can get into. Hello. Don't mind us, we're just looking for a way home. Well, I try to time it to have maximum effect. That is true. You should probably make sure to scare me at the right times. Since this is going to have a lot of low points, but also a lot of active high points that will scare me anyways. Oh. Oh, I can't grab that fire extinguisher. And I'm assuming I can't... Oh. I can't open doors. Why can't I open doors? Oh, I kind of have to go that way. Noted. Okay. Yeah, I just saw Jen and watched you walking in a narrow beam and thought perfect. That's fair, yeah. That's probably the best excuse you can get for trying to get me to be startled a little bit. This is also for a good reason why I'm never going to play something like FNAF. To be honest, I don't think you need a fire extinguisher if you're underwater. I don't know what side of fire extinguisher might help us out a lot in this situation. Like, you never know what exactly is going to be causing us problems, so a fire extinguisher might actually help. Jump scares are bullshit. And FNAF is boring, but FNAF gives me a heart attack. FNAF I do not like. Because it's just a management scam with jump scares as a failure state. Oh. Game, this stuttering is not good. The game's stuttering is not really helping, to be honest, but... can I... Oh boy, the game is actually just lagging horribly trying to do certain things. That's not a good sign. Looks like pants, nothing important. What about this one? This looks like a suit. I don't want startled for 3 seconds, I want to be afraid to sleep. Yeah, all the lag is on my end. I'm really not sure what's going on, to be honest. Just to check, though, is this completely eating this computer? Because I can't hear it right now. No, Soma's not really eating up. It's eating the power, but that's really about it. Weird. There we go. It could be loading, and that kind of sucks, to be honest, but that way. Chugging up streaming in new areas. Yeah, that might be it, in all honesty. I do hope I don't need to worry about closing any doors behind me. Just some nice soft red lights. That's fine. Oh. Oh. No. Don't look in there. Still say dude's trying to find a reason to stop other than I'm scared. Look, I'm scared little bitch, okay? I'm fully okay. I am fully okay with admitting that. Oh. Do I have to go in there? I don't think I have to go in there, but it's not letting me, so... Oh. Problem? What is scaring me in here? Oh, that. Okay, noted. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Noted. Don't look at it. Oh, that's bad. Okay, nope. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Go this way. I figured he was still around. Oh, that's a window. Don't like that. I wonder. Shit. Oh god, he's right behind me. Noted. No. No. Getting the fuck out. No. Please. Thank you. Going up. Going up. Oh god. No, leave me alone, buddy. I'm going up. Leave me alone, I'm going up. Okay. I hope he can't climb that. And I hope there aren't more of them. Oof. Not gonna lie, I'd be annoyed if the one who designed a monster the players can't look at. Or I'd be annoyed to be the one who designed a monster the players can't look at. Oh, yeah. That would kind of suck, but people are gonna look at him anyways, so his work will still be seen. Nothing in the toilets. Mirrors shatter. So at least my guess is that I need to come up here and hope to God nothing else is up here. Hello. That looks good. Hey there. Okay.
Huh? What?
Okay, we got through that.
Oh, you made it. This is much better. Let's see if we can't get this thing moving.
Please? There's a scary mushroom thing
Oh,
downstairs.
wait, what? Safety locks are blocking the vessel's release. Are you kidding?
Are you kidding
How much
me?
more of an emergency could this ship be in? It's on the bottom of the sea. Take a look
What?
in the engine room and see if you can figure it out. Maybe there's
Really?
an override or something.
There's monsters out there, like the ones we saw at Lambda.
The more reason to get
It's
going.
kind of really, but the monster's
Come
probably
on,
actually
I know the
pretty
drill.
low highly
Don't
low
look at them or
texture.
get too close. It'll mess with
Probably
your
is.
Oh, shit.
We need to
Yay!
get out of here.
I know we do.
No, I'm going.
Why do I have to walk by that thing again? Do I actually have to do that while leaving her here?
Something is stabilizing the ship. We need to let it know this is an emergency.
This is annoying. Okay, fine. So that means I need to go back down there to the engine room then? I guess we still have a flashlight on us, so... Unless the engine room's just in here, in which case we're good, but... So far I'm not trusting this game to just give us something easy. I don't think horror games are supposed to be easy. Nice people who get skittered very easily. Well, nothing important in there. So then, where might the engine room be? I may have just missed an obvious sign. Yeah, because that's the emergency shuttle. But we never saw anything for an engine room. This is just a bathroom, so... I need to go back down there, don't I, to try and find the engine room. So, posture check. Yeah, I should probably do that. I'm kind of hunching over a little bit to try and take a closer look at things. To hopefully not get completely bamboozled by them. Let's see. This looks like a break room. Oh no. Why am I getting the flashes? Or is it that that's giving me flashes? Oh. Well then, I guess we found the kitchen. I'm not sure how that helps us exactly, but I guess other than a hiding space, but... Yeah, looks like people just died in here and they decomposed under the water. That's good. Doesn't look like there's anything of note in here, though. Oh, this isn't the kitchen, is it? Oh no, this is the kitchen. There's just enough clothing in here. You think it's actually the laundry room? Oh. Okay, noted. So, the monster is right outside. Is that what the game's trying to tell me? Because that's what it sounds like. I guess that's why you can still leave a crack open in the door. Just so that way you can take a peek out there. God damn it, Man. Oh man, I should make that a bit more of a point, just so you can't save up too much, but I know some of you have 100,000 points saved up now, or at least 70,000. So, are we okay? I guess we're okay. 130,000. Yeah, you've got a... I know you two have a lot of points. You two are usually here most of the time, to be honest. He's close. Oh, God, hi. Noted. Close. He's close. Okay. Oh, God, hi. Noted. Noted. Going. Going. Oh, God. Are we screwed? I think I'm screwed. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm dead. What happened? I'm confused. Why did I just freak out all of a sudden? Oh boy. Oh god. What am I getting freaked out about? Ah. We also seem to be... Oh, he's literally right there. I think we're just stuck, right? Because he can just walk up to us and kill us at this rate. But what can I do? He can just... If he's just close to us, he's going to screw up our circuits. And he's, like, somewhere around here. Right? Oh, yeah, he's right there. Oh! Well... That's a death scene, I guess. Yeah, you died. Okay. Well then, get smacked and it resets to give you a chance. But what chance do I have? I ran into a corner and it just stood there. What am I supposed to do? Run past it? And that resets us back to here.
Something is stabilizing the ship. We need to let it know this is an
What do I
emergency.
do about that then? Because I don't even know where the engine room is. Alright then. Directional audio. I guess I'll have to pay attention to that. Because he's just kind of up here now. Like the other guy was. Same as any other horror game monster. A lot of waiting for it to go away. Yeah, unfortunately. But I guess I need to find a better way to actually keep an eye on it. Because where is it normally? Because it doesn't seem like it's up here yet, but... Oh. Yeah, there's the captain again. Nope. He's... What the hell? Why is he here? No. Why is he here? I guess he just managed to climb the ladder somehow. What? Come on, directional audio. Give me a chance. Nope, there he is. Oh, does that mean he's just right there? Yeah, that means he's right there. Okay. And he's coming this way. No. Yeah. Fuck. So then, where does that put him then? If that's the case. Does that put him back in the room there? Can I go down like this? Na. Yeah. He's over there, apparently. Noted. Leaving, don't mind me. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do, but that seems to have solved the problem for us, for now. I think. At least I think. Screw you. Don't come in here.
absolute. The surface is just gone.
Oh, well, it gives us a Healy thing here, so I'm assuming this is the right idea. That is a very uncomfortable feeling, though. Oh.
What's left of it is doing okay.
Weird. Why did that alter the ship?
There's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute.
Well, that wasn't helpful. Is this not the room I needed then? Or is this just like the radar room?
Curie is safe while submerged. The crew, what's left of it is doing okay. For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe
Yeah, the button on that's just done.
The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
So then, what do we do then? Game. Oh. Yay! We don't have a life preserver. And anything else that we need for here?
For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
Alright, game, what do you want me to do? Because I'm pretty much at stream ends time, and I'm fully okay with bailing on things if we need to. This doesn't look like an engine room either. Although closer, actually. Well. Let's see. You need to go to the engine room and tell the ship that we're in an emergency state. This looks like a good place to put a monster, and I don't like that fact. Do-do-do-do-do. Is this what we want? Because nothing is labeled here. I mean, I don't know about you, those look like engines. Hey, look, autosave. Yay. Does that mean we did it good? Huh. Cooling bracelet, reactor temp steady. Oh, that's why it's still safe. Because they're keeping it safe. There's that better. This is gonna make it pretty unsafe, I'll give it that. Ow. There we go. Oh god. Hi there, buddy.
Reactor collapse.
No. Running, running, running! Do-do-do-do-do. Running. Don't care. Too unsafe. Oh god, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh god. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, I'm so dead. It's not low poly, I'll give it that. But, oh boy. So, that's what we need to do, is we need to not run into a place where he can immediately kill us. After unplugging everything. Because he's probably the one keeping the ship safe. God damn it. I'm going to assume it doesn't matter which one I unplug, right? Whoops. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Launch back. Then he's just here. Jerk. Get up. Get up.
Reactor collapse.
Running.
Proceed to the emergency room.
So, where do we go is the question. Run. Thank you. Where do we go, though, is my problem. That's where I'm screwing up. Oh. We kind of disobeyed the laws of physics there, sure. No, 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 no. Going in. Finish this. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Can't you do it any faster?
Jesus. No. Come on.
Alright, here we go. Hold on to something.
I don't know about you, that seems like a good ending point for tonight. Oh god. That seems like a good ending point for tonight. I'm not sure if I can handle much more past that.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked
Also
up to the
because my
navigator.
hands are shaking,
Ready for
so
Theta should be a matter of minutes.
I think that's
I
enough
was
for
done for
now.
back there.
I think we
Seems
made
like
good
the
progress
wow
for
is
someone
keeping
who
the
doesn't
jury
actually
from going
play
into a
horror games
catastrophic failure
before.
state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a
Yeah,
massive
adrenaline.
station-wide
Adrenaline is
artificial
your friend. I
intelligence
can't
called
really
the
argue
Lab.
against that.
Station-wide?
But
So we just made a powerful
I'm
enemy.
not used to
No,
having
it's
a lot
not
of
like that.
adrenaline,
The
I'll be
AI
honest
is their
with you.
persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like
Ooh.
it's more like a
Also
cancer.
because I'm gonna need to sleep soon. Oh.
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected.
Oh. Well. Oh, good.
Hold on, the blast just pushed us off the plateau.
Oh, goody.
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Oh. Well, thank you, Catherine, for preventing us from dying, I guess. Please just save. Please just save. Oh. Yay, the rescue team is coming. That's helpful. Catherine, you still alive in here somewhere? Come on. Get up, buddy. Come on. Give me that. Oh, can I not talk to Catherine now? That's a problem. But that's enough for me. Because I'm chicken shit and my chest is hurting. And I think that's close enough to end time that I can get away with it. Also because that seems like a good stopping off point anyways. Well. So. I'm calling it quits for the night. Did I do well? Are we halfway through the game at least? My hands are shaking. It was scary and I did the thing. Yes, I apparently did do the thing. I'm too old to be this nervous. I'm far too old to be this nervous. Oh well. But we did good. We got through 2 of the main areas. I'm assuming we've still got like 3 or 4 more to go through, question mark. But we'll save that for next Saturday, so that way I have a week of recouping. Let us find someone to raid really quick, shall we? Because the only thing I've got further than that I'm going to make the cooldown longer on that to be safe. Just to be safe. But thank you all very much for joining me for my first attempt at a horror game. That's, terrifying. And it's more so terrifying at just how jumpy I am. Like, I'm aware that I'm not necessarily emoting it the most compared to most folks, but, this is actively hurting my chest. So, this is actually kind of scary. Let's see. We could raid an IRL person that I know, just because I don't feel like raiding any of the other VTubers on my dashboard at the moment. So, unless anyone else has a suggestion, but I do have an idea about where I want to go. I don't really get a chance to actually raid him anyways, so. Raid 1, raid 2, and he will be going for a bit longer, I believe. Let me just double check that. Oh yeah, he'll be going for a while. This is fine. Do. There we go. Yeah, let's go visit my buddy Viper. He is an IRL streamer. Don't worry about that too much. But he's currently playing some Guilty Gear Strive, so that's always a nice change of pace. So, do want to thank everyone for joining me here in the freezer tonight. Hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your night. And if you need me, then I will be in the Discord crying. So, hopefully have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk with you tomorrow for some more... Actually, yeah, more Hyper Light Drifter. That's it. I'll have to look up where we actually need to go, because we did get a little bit lost last time. But we'll figure it out. So, talk with you later, all.